video stream should be up and rolling right now, so you can see them right in front of Brandon and myself. Plus, we started this tradition last year too, the giveaway of the green jackets. So we'll be doing that at about 8 o'clock, thanks to our friends from Muldoon's. I'm wearing my green jacket.
Yeah, yes, looking very sporty.
Who will be the next to wear the green jackets? G-Man not able to stop by today, but
he was the recipient last year, very well deserved there.
Yep.
Hope you're listening, G-Man. Hope you're doing well.
Exactly. So hope you're doing well there, big guy. But you know where we're going to be talking quite a bit about today. Family night tomorrow for the Packers. Yes. That's the big topic. No, but all right, trade deadline has come and passed, Brandon. Brewers picking up an outfielder and two pitchers, but one of them can't pitch. So that would be Montgomery, and then Shelby Miller coming back to the Brewers and such. You had texted me yesterday saying I'm ready to go off.
I think I said I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, you're coming in hot. So is it fair to say you were not happy with what the Brewers did by the trade deadline?
I was not amused.
That's one way
I was not amused. I'll get this out of the way firsthand. I think the Shelby Miller trade is kind of clever.
Yeah.
Where people are probably wondering, well, why would they acquire Jordan Montgomery, who's a pitcher that he had Tommy John surgery. He's not pitching this year and he's free agent at the end of the year. Well, they actually acquired him in part to keep the cost of acquiring Shelby Miller, who is on the injured list as well, but should be back pretty soon, down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, on the one hand, you do have to give them a little bit of credit because they're actually spending some money on that. So, I mean, and as far as that goes, that's fine. I mean, Shelby Miller is a veteran traveler, and he's had a good year this year with the D-backs. So, okay, that's fine. But the thing is, it's not even a Tuesday for me to say this grinds my gears, but I just don't see how you look at this team's offense and just go, yeah, that's good. Like,
right.
Looking at the bench right now, your top two options off the bench, Rander Monasterio and Anthony Siegler. No offense to either of those guys, but like, that's not the bench for a legitimate contender.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm not saying, hey, go, spend the world to go get, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who would be.
Well, okay, so the guy that you talked about last week that is now with the Cubs, Willie Castro.
Right. That's who I was hoping, because I thought that made a lot of sense because he kind of checked a lot of boxes for them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that didn't happen, but they didn't do anything. Like, Did you ever watch The League?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the pilot episode of The League, when a couple of the characters are trying to get advice from the Oracle, and eventually Kevin does, and the line I never forget from that episode is eventually he says he gives him fantasy football advice, he'll give him his Peyton Manning jersey, and he gets to pretty much the end of the episode, and the Oracle's like, okay, I'm done, and Kevin goes, you didn't do anything. You just told me not to draft Jay Cutler. Like, that's how I feel about the Brewers right now with their offense. Like, you didn't do anything. You just did, like. It's just frustrating because, like, it didn't have to be something significant, but it had to be something.
Right.
And acquiring a 28-year-old minor league outfielder from the Padres isn't going to get me super riled up in a good way.
Right.
So it's frustrating because, especially look at the homes coming off of. You took 2 or 3 to the Cubs. Yeah, you lost 2 or 3 to the Marlins, but as desperately as this team was telling people, hey, we need you there. We need you there. Fans turned out. I think in out of those 6 games, like the lowest attendance was like 38,000.
Right.
And you do this. Like, again, I'm not saying you need to go and get the top player on the market, but like another infielder, and then you keep either Monasterio or Siegler, that's fine. But if those, like, if Caleb Durbin gets hurt, you're starting Siegler or Monasterio at third base.
Yeah.
It's that there's really nobody AAA. So that's just frustrating to me. That it seemed like there was an opportunity there to just get a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they did it. Well, everybody else did. Look at the Padres, look at the Dodgers, look at the Cubs. I know there's some Cubs fans that are disappointed they didn't do more with their bullpen. They still got Willie Castro, who's going to be able to help them all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Phillies, look at the Mets. All those were 2 days ago. Can we say that about the Brewers?
Probably not. Or at least even.
Maybe Shelby Miller. Look, Shelby, 6th, 7th inning guy. Those other teams I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Tough for me to say yes.
Right. So let me ask you this question: if they make any moves, would your feelings the same? Would they be a little different? Because there was a point where the Cubs weren't making any moves, and I was kind of wondering, are they going to be able to do anything time's ticking. And then obviously the Willie Castro one kind of put the cherry on the top with everything. But
to me, this year is a little bit different than the last couple of years, because the last couple of years, the Brewers were in a spot where, they were in control of the Central, but they were a third. They were behind the Dodgers, or they were behind it would have been a real uphill climb to get one of those top 2 spots. That's not the case this year. Standings this morning, but obviously at some point this week they had the best record in Major League Baseball. I'm not looking. I haven't looked yet, but that to me, that's an opportunity. It's not just like, okay, well, we'll get in the playoffs and see what happens. Like, no, you've won all 6 games against the Dodgers. Like, you swept the Phillies earlier this year.
Right.
Like, you've shown, hey, we can hang with these teams, and you're saying, oh, that's good enough.
Right.
Like, that's just frustrating to me.
Do you think this is more of a front office philosophy? Is it part, owner kind of saying, hey, because I mean, they are prorated salaries, so
they are. It's not nothing, but and that's one of the things. Like, I don't know, because they did take on some costs with the Miller/Montgomery trade. Jordan Montgomery will never pitch for the Brewers this year,
right?
But they're still paying him, I think, is a couple $1 million to do it. Like,
right.
I give them credit for that, because they did take on a little bit of salary there to make sure that they didn't have to really give anything up. But there's something about believing in your guys, but then there's something about getting that move that takes you over the top.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a CC Sabathia trade. It could be Ray Durham in 2008. It could be Jerry Harrison Jr. in 2011. It could be Mike Moustakas in 2018. Eduardo Escobar in 2021. Like, those moves that aren't the big ones that everyone always remembers, although I guess more people might remember the Moustakas one, but like just adding one more quality player.
Hell, even I know he didn't work out, but Johnson Scope when
they made the move. Like, hey, it doesn't. If you make a move and it doesn't work out, I'm not going to blame you for trying. And I know that there's people that kind of have the idea of, well, you can't mess with the chemistry. Adding one person like that's not going to mess with your chemistry. A fair amount of people, I think, are maybe a little shell shock from 2022. This best players, like it did then with Josh Hader.
Right.
I think they learned their lesson that year. That's not happened.
Right.
But you can't be afraid to, well, when I mess up the chemistry. How fragile is your chemistry if you can add one dude in there to go play?
Yeah, that's a good point. And that's the other thing too, is like I trust Pat Murphy and I trust the leaders in that clubhouse from everything we see. At that point, you got to trust those guys to be able to embrace somebody coming in.
Right. And what does it? I mean, maybe the team takes this as they believe in us. They think we can do it. Maybe they do. I hope they do. But at the same time, like, we see this offense. Like, look, it's been better, but it's still not a prolific power hitting offense. You're not going to tell me they couldn't find someone out there that could, give them a little bit of pop?
Right. Well, let's discuss some more coming up here and kind of go over some reactions overall from the trade deadline yesterday, because, well, I mean, even the day before we had some moves, and then yesterday we had a flurry of moves and such. Obviously, the couple days it was Suarez going to the Mariners. That was probably the biggest fish, would you say, on the trade market?
Probably the only other one I would say, and I think is more because it was more surprising, was Carlos Correa going back to the Astros.
Yeah.
Obviously, Twins fan is, it's a very interesting time for the Twins right now because of, I saw they had traded like 10 people off their 26-man roster. And plus, they're kind of in flux with a potential ownership change. So it is a very interesting time to be a Twins fan right now. So they were kind of one of the more notable teams at the deadline, but for a different reason.
Right. So we're going to talk about that. Also, it was a good night for the Eau Claire Express because they picked up a win, but they've inched a little bit closer to Duluth. So the Express in second place, just 2.5 back. Thunder Bay is helping out the Express right now. 2.5 back from Duluth. So we just got about a little less than 2 weeks left of games, and we got that big series coming up starting tomorrow where Duluth comes to Carson Park. Got to take care of tonight's game and such. Not only that, but we're actually just a couple wins away from Varsho getting 700.
Ooh.
So you know what that means too. Vic Cable, 700.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got 700 wins on the horizon and potentially a second half championship to get in the postseason here. So a lot of good baseball going around here. I know we got Legion teams.
Right. Eau Claire State.
Yep, Eau Claire State. So, I mean, that's still going on. We got a lot of really, really good baseball going on outside of the Brewers.
Right.
Brewers still play well, but
we got the CRBL title game tomorrow. So, there's a lot of baseball's kind of go ahead right now here.
It is. So, we'll talk plenty of baseball. We'll throw in maybe some training camp stuff here too. But, And, we got the AGM Automotive Pump the Brakes Full Throttle. We'll do a little cream of the crop, bottom of the barrel. And I know it's a week later, but this is the first I've gotten to talk to Brandon about it. I do have to talk a little wrestling with you, just because between you and Justice, you guys are the two that I got to talk to. So we'll do a little bit of that and get your thoughts, obviously, on Hogan and such, because I'm curious to get your. Where did you get that? Did I say this about? Yeah, that was the same hoodie. Never mind. It's got the 4 strings on there. So, all right, we're gonna take our first break and get things going here on the leadoff, coming to you from the Lake Helly Golf Course. Still setting everything up and such. The first, in about an hour, the defending champion Surveyor Sam's going to be teeing off. So we'll get that going, and then obviously the 10 a.m. group, and then the 1 p.m. group going to be coming up here too. So, but I do have a goal, Brandon. I do got to pack up by 4:30 today. Yep. Got to pack because I have a goal. I got to watch every one of my son's, my kids' baseball games, and this is final tournament. He's got a game tonight at 5, so I got to beat it to get out to that ball field to watch. So that's my goal. Not trying to cut out. If anybody's like, "What are you trying to?" I got to watch my kid play ball. So I think we can do it. Big thanks to Lake Helly though, because they already had all the tables set up. I mean, the carts are set up. If you're listening and you're golfing and you check in, we don't have on the list the whole numbers because Lake Helly did it for us. Just look on your carts. They're going to have the team names, both the 10 a.m. and the 1 p.m. teams on the carts. So they took care of that. They have all the tables set up. Can't thank Troy and the staff at Lake Helly enough. And I'm not going to lie, Brandon, we're sitting under the pavilion here too. It's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice setup. We'll get to see everybody kind of coming in and such too. So, all right, let's take our first break and we'll be back coming up talking some more baseball after these quick words.
There's always something happening at the VFW Post 305 in Eau Claire, whether you're stopping in for daily specials or joining friends for one of their many events. It's a place that feels like home. If you haven't seen the view from the back deck, you're in for a treat. Overlooking the river, it's the perfect spot to unwind and take it all in. So swing by the VFW Post 305, located at 1300 Star Avenue in Eau Claire, and see why it's everybody's favorite local hangout.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley is your local expert when it comes to fire and water damage, carpet and air duct cleaning, mold remediation, and trauma. They're when you need them, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Trust comes in the yellow truck. Learn more at ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com.
Want to know one thing worse than not having a website? Having a bad website, like not being user-friendly. Ugh, people hate that. Websticks will take your website from bad to rad. That's funny. Anyway, you buy blocks of time. With just one block, Websticks can add a search button or update a logo. Little things that make a huge difference. Find out more at websticks.com. That's websticks with an X.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey, Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're headed to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HOOD for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HOOD for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HOOD.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number. alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Broadcasting live from the TBS Sports Talk 105.1 studios, it's the Dan Kasper Show.
All right, we're back here from Lake Alley Golf Course, getting set for the 5th annual Kasper Classic. Again, got to give a huge thanks to our good buddy Nick from Park Ridge, who's doing all the setup work right now. C-Bomb helping him out there too. A couple of former good old B-Dub softball players from back in the day. So got to give a there you go. So got to give them a shout out for helping set up here this morning too. So, and I know Chippewa River Industries, Dave and his staff, they're awesome. They're setting up one of the prize giveaways here too for our raffle. So we got quite the selection.
We do. There's a bunch of stuff here that I would enjoy winning.
Right, exactly. So definitely, this is awesome. This is a big thanks to everybody. I'm going to try to go through the list off the top of my head here again because there's a lot. First of all, Brandon's mom and Rocky for all the stuff they donated, the golf tickets. I was going to say,
and the various people that helped them with that too.
Yes. Yep.
Country Jam,
yep.
A lot of those courses threw stuff in, like the whole shebang, other people.
Yep. I mean, you got the golf raffle. We've got the Leonard Skinner autographed whiskey bottle. We got the prize pack that's got some Man Cave Light and some other items in there too. The Country Jam tickets for next year. So big thanks to Brandon's mom and Rocky. Is she going to wear the Brandon's mom jersey today?
I don't know. It's going to actually be not hot out, so she might.
Okay.
But
no Jordan Love jersey this year for her to win.
So. No, but she might. There also might be another jersey she's wearing. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right. And then obviously Chippewa River for just doing that. Luminary Wellness Center, a big thanks for their prize pack again. Myron Construction with that sweet Packers prize pack down there. We've got the Economy Furniture's Aaron Dock chair right next to it, the Spectrum Industries gaming chair, which also I will say, if you're saying, well, we don't game, I have a gaming chair in my office because it helps with my neck and my pack. So even if you're not a gamer, it's perfect for an office chair. I sounded old there, didn't I?
You did.
Service Master, they got a couple things out here. Service Master with their prize pack there. It's perfect for the kiddos because I'm eyeing up that Nerf football right now. That's giving me some flashbacks. Little blitz ball / wiffle ball stuff in there. A basketball, a soccer. I believe it's a soccer ball or volleyball in there. Plus, they donated some cards, including a couple autographed Brett Favre cards. Paul, our listener, donated a bunch of autographed Robin Yount cards. We've got a Jackson Cheerio jersey with the Bob Uecker patch on there, an Anthony Edwards jersey. I mean, we got Twisted Tea Grill from Park Ridge distributing. We got Brewers tickets. We got a Packers plaque down there too. So a lot of good stuff. Big thanks for everybody for that. So Brewers fans, we want to hear from you, even though we're over here at Lake Alley Golf Course getting sets for the 5th annual Kasper Classic to help benefit Backyard Dreams. We want to hear from you, so hit us up with a quick text on that Shoe Doctors bullpen line at 715-830-1912. Surveyor did text about 20 minutes ago, T-minus 1 hour to the previous champion gives you the courtesy of being in his presence.
Boo!
Previous champion, shouldn't he say defending? That sounds a little better, right? Defending
I was going to say
champion.
previous means he doesn't expect he's going to win this year.
Exactly. So no back-to-back for Surveyor, setting the bar
Doesn't
pretty
sound super
darn
confident.
low. Living a dream, Jeff. Good morning, fellas. Hope everyone has a great day. Sorry I couldn't make it, but the one-legged hammer couldn't get off work. Talk to everyone. That was awesome. So Brandon has given his thoughts about the Brewers and the lack of their trades and such, but we want to hear from you. Again, hit us up 715-830-1912 on that Shoe Doctors bullpen line. Was there any moves across Major League Baseball that surprised you? Like, oh, wow, I can't believe they actually got him. I mean, I know the Mariners were rumored with Suarez, but did it still surprise you that the Mariners pulled that one off? Because they're tied for third for the wild card spot.
I mean, not really, because their GM, Jerry Dipoto, will make trades like that. Like he'll be aggressive with that. I'll circle back to. I'm still surprised in the Carlos Correa deal.
Yeah, because that one seemed to kind of pick up steam really late in the process.
It did, because there's kind of that rumor out there, and then there was kind of got rebuffed, like, it's not seeming very likely, and suddenly, boom, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one where, like, I give the Twins a lot of credit because look, they paid out for Correa to get him in Minnesota, but it just didn't seem like it worked.
Right.
It's a bit, to me, it was almost a bit like the Dame Lillard trade, except I mean, just where. You give them credit. They in that obviously one was a free agent, one was a trade, but like you give them credit, they went out and they tried it. It just didn't work. And obviously, he's more comfortable back in Houston. And given the way that the Twins are kind of moving now, like it makes sense.
Right.
Another one, I guess it would even be Twins related, would be Johan Duran going to the Phillies. I mean, they gave up 2 top 100 prospects like that, and granted, there's some control stuff there. Like, I guess I was a little surprised maybe that the Rays bought as much as they did, because they've been kind of hot and cold. They added Adrian Hauser, they added Griffin Jax from the Twins. Like, they maybe bought a little more than what we're used to seeing out of them, but that's not a bad thing. Good on them.
Right.
But those are kind of the big ones to me.
Yeah, the Correa one, because it sounds like he's going to play third over in Houston, which, if you remember a couple of years ago, he was willing to do that when the Mets first tried to sign him.
Right, because there was that thing where he I mean, the Twins were really the third team he signed with that offseason, because there was twice. Wasn't the Mets and the Giants?
I think so.
Where he had signed them, but then he had an agreement or whatever, but then
like
something popped up on the physical they didn't like. So
we've got a quick texter, don't have a name. If you want to give me a nickname or such, we can give you some credit. I think the Brewers moves will pan power of the Murph. And what are the Padres doing getting rid of Devers?
The Padres were very aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, they, good on the A's. I know some people are going to look at the trade they made, trade Mason Miller and I think it's JP Sears. But they did well for that.
Yeah.
Like, they got serious prospect capital there.
Another shortstop, though, and they already have a good one
with Wilson. But still, like, I mean, shortstop's one of those things. Like, if you look at like the end, he might move to second, he might whatever. But like, whenever you look at like the MLB draft, like it's always like shortstops and center fielders.
Yeah.
Because if you play shortstop, chances are at some point you could probably move down the spectrum, play second or third. But like, yeah, the AJ Preller was really aggressive, and he usually is. Like, over the years, there's several examples of the Padres kind of going for it.
Yeah. Is he almost like the Rams and not Kevin Dimitrov, but like screw them picks?
Yeah. We'll I was curious how you were going to phrase that, but yeah, we'll clean that up a little bit for the radio, but kind of. And look, it worked out for the Rams, but so far for the Padres, like they haven't had that level of success. But look, they've got an opportunity, and with the Dodgers looking a little less a little less bulletproof. So they're going to go for it. I'm never going to put down a team that decides, hey, you know what, we're going to go for it. We're going to push our chips into the middle here and go for it.
Right. So that one did surprise me. I'm like, oh, because the big time shortstop prospect coming over. I'm like, the A's already have, but heck, even if
you can never have enough.
Look at O'Neal Cruz, shortstop, and he's center field, and
you just don't know. I mean, even the Brewers right now, you got Jesus Mate, you got Luis Pena, you got Cooper Pratt. I mean, those right now are 3 of arguably the Brewers' best prospects, and they're all shortstops, or they can be shortstops.
So going back to the Brewers, would you have liked to have seen them with the Jackson Chourio hamstring issue? It sounds like he's going to be placed on IL, but no long-term concern. I don't know if it'd be
just more of a
Sal,
like more of a just to do a kind of thing.
Right. Would have liked to have seen them be aggressive and try to get, because it felt like there was a lot of outfielders available potentially to try to get an outfielder, or the way Joey Ortiz now has been kind of reverting back to his offensive play. But again, how many shortstops were available? Since we're just kind of talk like that were
this
going to
is
be major upgrades.
This is why Willie Castro made all the sense in the world for me.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Brewers right now offensively, what you could say is, okay, Caleb Durbin's been pretty good at third base, much better against lefties than righties, but still, like, if you could find someone that hits right-handed pitching decently, okay, I could see maybe making a start or two there. Obviously, we know about Joey Ortiz, and outside of a couple-week stretch, his offense has been a big-time struggle. The defense is great, but the offense has been a struggle. Second base, Bryce Harang's been solid, hits righties better than lefties, so maybe someone that could play a little bit against a tough lefty if you want to. And now with the concerns in the, with Churio going on the IL, maybe you could use another outfielder that you feel pretty good about. Now, off the top of your head, that sounds like 2 or 3 different players, but that's Willie Castro. All those things I mentioned, Willie Castro can do.
Right.
That's why I was so high and wanting to get him, because you could help a lot of different places, and you'd be still giving him 4 to 5 starts a week. And obviously now he's in Chicago. He may be a little bit more focused at third base.
Mm-hmm.
Where they've, Matt Shaw's been hot lately, but it's been a bit up and down there. Versus, coming to Milwaukee, where he could have, like, to me, it just made all the sense in the world. Plus, I felt like you had a spot for him because, like I mentioned earlier, both Andrew Monasterio and Anthony Siegel are on the bench. That just doesn't do it for me. Like, those guys are not prolific offensive players at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like, okay, well, if you want to keep one of them, that's fine. But to have both of them, like, you're a Caleb Durbin twist ankle away from one of those two being your everyday third baseman. Does that sound like something a contender has?
No.
I don't think so.
And no offense, but Oliver Dunn.
No, Oliver Dunn. Honestly, the guy that if something happens or they try to make a move at third base might be Bobby Dahlbeck, who's a guy that they signed a little bit earlier. He's playing AAA. He's hitting for some power there. He plays third base in the past. He's played a fair amount of corner outfield. So maybe he's a guy that if he continues to hit at Nashville, they try to bring him up and give him a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like, that's a kind of a guy that the last couple of years has traveled around and really hasn't caught on. So, like, you're not giving yourself a legitimate chance there.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm curious how many Brewers fans are frustrated because I was, leading up to it, we kind of did an informal poll and such to see what Brewers fans want to do. And I don't know if this kind of surprised you or about right. It was about 50-50 in terms of Brewers fans who wanted the team to make a move or wanted them to stay the course at this point. And I think a lot of it, maybe for those who wanted to stay the course because why mess with winning? But at the same time, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, sure looks like some of the contenders got better.
Right. All these other teams made moves, and you kind of stand for the most part, especially offensively, I will say. Shelby Miller, I think, could be a good, like I said, 6th, 7th inning reliever. That's fine. But, like, offensively just seems like they kind of stood pat. For a team that's offensively, like, I know they play better than maybe the sum of their parts, but
right.
I still, like, this is still, I'm not sure on offense, even with that, I trust in the postseason.
Right. And that puts a lot more pressure on this team to kind of keep doing what they've been doing
and stay healthy.
The pitching staff to continue the starters. It puts a little. I know Nestor Cortez was kind of talking about, okay, is that easy trade bait? But now I think it kind of puts a little bit more pressure on guys like Jacob Mizorowski to kind of continue to play well and maybe eat some innings because you don't have that option to go to a veteran left-handed pitcher to kind of bring in.
Right.
We'll see about Tobias and such, but it puts more pressure on those guys to continue to pitch incredibly well.
Right.
So it's like all hands on deck right now. And I guess the question is do you have confidence in those guys to continue this? By the way, if you hear background music, the mowers are out.
Yeah. But the pitching wise, I do. Like, the pitching doesn't really concern me that much. There's some blowups in there, but there's always some blowups.
Is a lot of it because you trust Chris Hook?
I would almost trust Chris Hook with my life. I will say that. But yes, that's a big part of it. And that, the pitching lab, the magical mystery, place that no one ever can talk about, but, like, it's there.
Yep.
Like, I trust the pitching lab.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they had a hitting lab.
Right. Maybe that's the next thing they got to invest in.
We got to invest in something, right?
Right. So, so it's August 1st. Brewers, best record. We've got 2 full months left of this regular season now. Is it still the offense is the biggest question mark to finish this thing strong and finish this thing so that they can get into postseason.
I think so.
Point.
I think so. At this point.
And health obviously is for everybody at this
right.
point.
You never know.
Right. But it's got to be the offense if they could get to and I'll admit it, I enjoy watching this style of offense because it feels like it's a throwback, old school. Like, their second win against the Cubs in this series, it was sacrifice fly, moving guys over, manufacturing runs that way, and then the home run ball came after that with
right.
Yelich
It was
and
one.
Frelick
Yeah.
But I'm like, I enjoy that baseball, but the question does come up: can that be something they can sustain?
Right.
And I think that's the biggest question.
Well, and that's kind of the thing with the home run ball. Like, you don't want to be completely dependent on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you see just how much of a difference it can make in one swing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's nice to be able to put together 3 or 4 base hits and score 2 or 3 runs. But it's a heck of a lot nicer if you just get a couple guys on base and someone runs into one.
Right. Eli is our texter this morning. What up, Eli? I think we're waiting for the offseason to trade some pitchers like maybe Freddie to get our position guys. And I think that's I think a lot of people are assuming Freddie's going to be traded.
I think so. I think you're going to see some moves in the offseason. I mean, once we get to that point, just because of, you mentioned the depth of AAA, you've got Chad Patrick, Tobias Myers, who could be a part of the team or be a trade opportunity,
Robert Gasser.
and Bob Gass, and Logan Henderson.
Yeah,
I mean, you got 4 young guys there.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, though, too, this starting pitching staff could look completely different next year. Like,
it could.
Brandon Woodruff's going to be a free agent. We don't know if he'll be back. I love Brandon Woodruff back, and maybe he will.
But I mean, if he continues to pitch really well, I mean, he might
price himself out.
He might.
Quintana, I don't know.
I mean, I think Jose Quintana's served a really important role this year as kind of a veteran. I'd say he's the 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We talked a few weeks ago about who's kind of the that playoff rotation. Like now, maybe Quinn Priester's making a run at that.
Is Quinn Priester one of the most? He's got to be one of the most surprising under the radar players this year,
right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I was going to say because you're going to hear people say, "Well, the Brewers did make trades." They traded for Quinn Priester.
They traded for Andrew Vaughn. But those aren't trade deadline deals to me. One was in April, one was in June. And that's kind of what I'm waiting to see if that narrative tries to come out. But there is no chance in the world that they expected this from Andrew Vaughn.
Yeah.
There's no way. And if you try to take credit for that, you are a liar.
I mean, I think that narrative is going to happen.
It is. I think the organization, well, we made our trade that, look, there's no way, you can't. Quinn Priester was in April.
Right.
That was a week and a half, 2 weeks into the season.
And that was almost like a forced hand because they needed an arm to come in.
Right. Right.
And they even set the bar pretty low. Like, yeah, we're going to try to get him in and work on some things and all that. It's like, great. It's just trying to meddle the water and ends up having a 10-2 record. So
right.
far.
And then the Andrew Vaughn thing, is Andrew Vaughn on this team right now if Rhys Hoskins doesn't get hurt? Because Andrew Vaughn did not exactly, he was fine in AAA, but it's not like he was doing this.
Right. Right.
Who knows?
Or, even if Aaron Savali would have accepted a bullpen role, who knows?
Right. Thank you, Aaron Savali.
Right. But, all right. We'll have plenty more. Continue to send us your texts, 715-830-1912 on that Shoe Doctors bullpen line. We'll take a quick break and already wrap up hour 1 this morning. Stick around. We'll be back after these quick words.
Drive from anywhere, just off exit 41, Interstate 94 on the north side of Menominee. They've been helping folks in northwestern Wisconsin with their vehicles for 3 generations. In fact, they helped me just last week. I needed a routine oil change, a little checkup. Let's take it in, let the pros handle it. Their award-winning service department. I can't recommend them enough. You can schedule your appointment today, ChevyTownUSA.com, or give them a call, 715-953-4722. It's the best of both worlds. They have the efficiency and the capacity of a massive dealership, but you pull up and there's 2 doors, there's 1 desk, you see the same faces, you hear the same voices. Feels like a family, because it is. And they're going to give back. August 10th, they're having their annual Corvette show. It's a really cool event if you've never been. It's free to attend, or if you want to bring a Corvette of your own, no cost. All the proceeds go to Stepping Stones, local food pantry, 9:30 to 1:30, August 10th, right at the dealership. Start the buying process or schedule an appointment today, ChevyTownUSA.com. Be wise, see ties to the best buy.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for you. Every Sunday home game, 9 lucky kids ages 6 to 13 will appear on the field during the national anthem. Enter a child for their chance to have their major league moment today by visiting your local participating PNC Bank. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA.
Here's comedian Howie Mandel for hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins.
Yeah, I'm holding a new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-in sneaker, and first of all, I barely know I'm holding it. It's that light. You see, Cozy Fit is a cool new sneaker where the upper is made of a soft quilted material. It's kind of like a little puffer jacket for your feet, except it looks like a super stylish sneaker.
Introducing new Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins, the latest comfort creation from Skechers. You can find Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Leave that thing.
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound, that's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Upgrade your learning experience during Dell Technologies Back to School event with AI PCs like the Dell 14 Plus featuring an Intel Core Alpha processor starting at $749.99. Supercharge your studies with features like real-time notes transcription, AI accelerated hardware to run multiple apps without slowing down, extended battery life, and more. That's the power of new AI PCs with Intel inside. Discover a smarter way to learn at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Save big money on everything at Menards. See store for details.
Voice Guy here, bumping into your programming to remind you to subscribe to the Man Cave Podcast. New episodes uploaded daily, and it's available on your favorite podcasting platform. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, back at Lake Hallie Golf Course as we wrap up the first hour this morning, coming to you from the 5th annual Kasper Classic. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day, thanks to Joe on our video stream texting, joining the conversation as well. We should give another shout out to a lot of our partners and sponsors for the outing this morning. First of all, we got to thank Lake Hallie Golf Course for hosting us. Troy, it's been awesome. His entire team. Again, I can't say enough. I mean, setting up all the tables already. And this is a sweet pavilion that we're under and such. So a big thanks to Troy and his entire team at Lake Hallie Golf Course. Also, Park Ridge Distributing, because we literally could not do it without Park Ridge. So
Josh, Nick, the whole gang. Josh
and Nick, big shout outs to both of those guys over there. Josh helping with everything. Nick's out there on the course right now setting up stuff. So
we got the big deer out on hole 10. So
yep, the deer's
the bush light there.
I can see it.
So
right
Justice, you better be able to hit that thing because I won't make it that far.
So we got the beer can on 18. So you could win potentially a couple crates full of man cave lights on one of those holes. So big thanks to Park Ridge. We also got Edward Jones, Edward Jones advisor, Kelsey Nikolai, as well. We've got Hy-Vee, our lunch sponsor. They're going to be bringing in the goods again like they do every single year. So a big thanks to Hy-Vee for that. So we've got City Flooring as well. The great That's VF Post 305, JM Automotive in Eau Claire, another sponsor of ours. And I mean, I'm just going through this is a Prize Economy Furniture, Prize and sponsor with this too. So just a lot of people helping support Backyard Dreams here again too. So
takes a lot of people to make this happen, but every year this gets a little bit bigger and a little bit better. So that's what you want.
Yeah, and I know we keep talking about the raffle prizes and such, but I mean these are.
See about I'm getting a good look at those title.
Put
belts.
it over your shoulder.
Does it fit over the? Well, maybe not his shoulder, but
look at that.
There we go. There we go.
See?
All right, there, see. It fits.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised.
Shoulder size.
Tell you something, brother.
I'm surprised Surveyor is not here yet, trying to warm up on the course.
Yeah.
His foot wedge is always warm.
Yeah, that's true. He the way he phrased his text this morning, it sounds like he's already given up.
He was a little less than confident.
He said something about called himself the previous winner, not defending champion or anything like that. So kind of gave the impression he's like, maybe I'm not going to win it this year. So we may have to.
Rugby guys a little light in the loafers.
That's true.
Maybe he's just trying to reel us in, and then bam.
Who's the better golfer, Surveyor or Nate?
Nate's pretty good. Actually.
Nate's pretty good. Okay.
Surveyor's decent too. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
let them argue it all.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we can get them in their heads a little bit.
They can't bowl, but he can golf.
No. All right. I like it. So, awards and more too. I got to thank them for that, for the decanter donation. That's down at the end by the Myron thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a sweet. So we've got the whiskey glasses that every golfer is getting. Every golfer is getting a Victory Scotch whiskey glass this year. And it works well with the decanter set that Awards and More donated because it's got the Backyard Dreams logo etched on it. And it's actually got a golf ball topper and
cool.
a couple extra whiskey glasses on there too. So big thanks to Awards and More for donating that. That thing was pretty sweet. So got to thank them as well. Service Master, our always Clay is a big time supporter of Backyard Dreams too. So, and we'll go through more sponsors throughout the morning and partners, but we're talking a little bit about the Brewers and the trade deadline and such and lack thereof of some of the moves out there. Do you think? So I know the Cubs added a couple relief pitchers on this too, but if you had to say right now, with the Willie Castro trade, do the Cubs instantly move ahead of the Brewers? Do you think in these? I mean, is it that much of a move maker that they move
I think
up?
they're still neck and neck. Okay. They're for the Cubs. I think the issue right now is still their rotation and how that works. And from what I've seen, some Cubs fans were a little, not happy that they didn't really make much of a move with the rotation. But the bullpen a little more solid now with some of the moves they made. And I said I do like Willie Castro as that guy that can kind of bounce around a little bit and play a bunch of different spots, do it well. So I think it's neck and neck. I think that 5-game series in August still looms. Well, I guess now it is August, so I can just say that 5-game series this month looms really large.
Right. So we've got Nationals for this weekend on the road against Washington Nationals. Now I'm curious too, like what kind of message to send to the Brewers clubhouse do you think with them not making a bunch of moves? Does it kind of give the impression like, okay, hey, the front office believes in us, or are they of the mindset like, wow, they didn't make any moves? You could kind of go with it both ways, right?
Right. And I think if they would have made moves, you could go with it both ways either. I mean, some of those things I think we're going to know until we just see what happens.
Right. And that's one of those that you really don't know the answer to, right?
Right. And we won't know until really after it happens. Then we can say, okay, well, obviously this was something that they rallied around, or well, this is something that kind of, took the wind out of their sails a little bit.
But Eli says the MLB needs to implement a salary cap the way it's up on 3 of the bigger relievers on the trade block, and with the money they have, we'll be able to retain at least 2 of the 3 is insane to me. And I mean, it's we've talked about the salary cap and such quite a bit, and now I know the whole Bryce Harper story that came out that he was in Rob Manfred's face and saying, if you're going to talk about a salary cap, get the heck out of our locker room or clubhouse and such. So I know they probably want it, but the players, first of all, they don't have the greatest relationship, MLB and the MLBPA.
No,
it feels like. I still struggle to see if there ever will be a salary cap in Major League. I feel like it's too far gone at this point.
It's going to be tough to do. Like, honestly, it's going to take a significant lockout for that to happen.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess maybe that's a question, and that's something we can discuss another time. Like, for fans, like, especially like Brewers fans, like, would you be willing to sit through a lockout of a lengthy time where you're missing a decent chunk of a season for a salary cap?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it's going to take. They're not just going to have a meeting and then just say, okay, we're going to do a salary cap now.
Right.
Like that, you're going to have too many of the bigwig teams that are going to dig in and say, no, we don't want that.
Right. Right. So I don't see it happen. I think they're too far down. Okay. I would love a salary cap. And actually I was explaining this to Hudson last night, my 8-year-old. I'm like, because he's like, man, I wish the Brewers would have just, gave Willy Adames a contract because he loves Willy Adames and such. And I'm like, well, he's like, I know they got a bigger, he got a bigger contract. So I'm like, well, it's not like football where they have a salary cap where
everyone can spend the same amount of money.
And I'm like, some owners have deeper pockets than other owners. It's like the Dodgers, the Yankees owner has more money than what the Brewers owner has. He's like, but they have a budget. I said, that's different than a salary cap.
Right.
Brewers have a budget because he's only got a certain amount of money the owner could spend. So, it's kind of hard. And I think that's what sucks for maybe younger fans like my kid who doesn't quite understand, like, well, how come the Dodgers and the Yankees can get all these players? And his favorite team is getting guys that he's never even heard of, so, but I just think it's so far down that we're not going to get that. We're not going to see that happen.
It's going to take something significant for that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So keep, hey, appreciate the text you like. Keep those coming. Everybody else, continue to hit us up with the text on that Shoe Doctors bullpen line, 715-830-1912. Coming up in about an hour, a little over an hour, we'll do our AJM Automotive Pump the Brakes Full Throttle. We'll also do a little cream of the crop and pump the brakes. No inside the training room here this morning, just because we're on location for the classic and such. So we'll catch up with Dr. Crow next time here, but we'll talk a little bit more about the series with the Nationals coming up too. If you're a Twins fan, even if you're a Twins fan listening, I'd like to know what you're thinking about. I mean,
Luke, if you're listening, what do you think?
Your team literally almost lost everybody in the last couple of days here. So
I need to buy a program. I say you're gonna need to buy a program in the next Twins game just to know who everybody is.
Right. So I mean, Correa, Joe Nathan. You know what I mean.
What's next? Did the Brewers trade John Axford?
I keep saying Joe Nathan.
Griffin Jacks. Johan Duran.
Yes. Yep. So
Harrison Bader.
Yeah. Yep. So Willie Castro.
Joe Mauer. No.
Justin Morneau. Kirby Puckett.
Somehow Ken Herbeck got dealed. I don't know what happened. Kirby Puckett's ghost. I don't know.
Warren Moon. Wow. Oh, man. All right. We got a couple minutes left for that shot clock. If you want, you can send us to your cream of the crops and your bottom of the barrels. Again, just hit us up either on the text line or you can comment. The video streams are up and rolling here as well. You can join us on there and you can see what the title belts actually look like, the bigger title belts up there too. So you can check those out. Tee times should be coming up here in about, the first group should probably be teeing off here in about a half an hour. So that includes Surveyor and such. We got a couple groups going off in the 7 o'clock or 7:30 time, but the full groups are going off at 10 and at 1 o'clock. So shortly and such. And we'll maybe do some predictions on what we think the winning score is going to be, because it surprises everybody. Every year it surprises people what that winning score is, right? So
are you gonna place like lines on people or
good should like I don't know a lot of these. I don't know their games, and it's a different course too, so it's a little bit of a different.
I said earlier we're playing the back nine here at Halley, so
right. So Paul says those belts are huge.
They are. They're good size.
Yep. Big thanks. Paul is one of the people too who donated all those Robin Yount.
Yeah, those
cards.
are sweet, Paul. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So big thanks to Paul for that and for donating those too. Those are sweet. And a Paul Molitor one in there too. So got to imagine a lot of people are going to keep have their eyes on those.
I know one person that will.
Your mom? You? Oh yeah, I figured. So, and of course, we got if you're big into cards right now, got some more cards available in there too, including some Brett Favre autograph. All right, shot clock's going to cut me off here in about 10 seconds. So,
look at the cute little baby doll.
Oh, look at there they are. There they are.
Was that added to an actual belt?
They extended it. All right, 1 hour in, 2 more to go. We'll be back after these news updates.
WAYY Eau Claire, W286CK Eau Claire, Sports Talk 105.1 and 790 AM.
Well, good morning. Here's what we're learning today. We'll start with headlines to keep us close to our own backyard as we approach prevention. Charges now being filed following the deadly UTV accident in Clark County. We now know investigators say it was 56-year-old Jay Swansky who was operating a vehicle while intoxicated, and he hit an electrical pole that's happened in Hertz. A female passenger on that UTV was killed. Swansky charged with homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. Well, a familiar name to our area connects to the national stage with Pen to Paper, and a bill aimed at helping veterans who are struggling financially to stay in their homes has been signed into law by President Trump. The VA Loan Program Reform Act was authored by Western Wisconsin Republican Congressman and familiar name to our area, Derek Van Orden. As he said, it promises to assist vets who have fallen behind on mortgage payments. Van Orden says the law helps to fulfill a promise to those who have protected us with their service. Well, if you have a student in the family or you're looking to hop campuses into Iowa, you can now do that at the Iowa price tag. As we look to the Hawkeye State and the Dairyland coming together, Wisconsin residents can now attend the University of Northern Iowa at their in-state price. The Iowa Board of Regents the tuition rates for states neighboring Iowa. Tuition for incoming academic year right now is set at $10,201, and that's for both Iowans and now Wisconsinites as well. Well, it wasn't 4 paws and a soft meow, but this pet rescue had some crews reaching for a pet of a different kind. The tale began in La Crosse. You may have seen this on socials. First responders came to the rescue of a pet iguana. You can find the link online, 715newsroom.com. And if you're looking to go out on your walk, 1 foot in front of the other, counting steps, all of that kind of thing, turns out you can make your road a little bit longer.
A study by Vanderbilt University Medical Center says brisk walking for 15 minutes a day has been linked to a 20% reduction in death from any cause. The study says matters more than duration. Scientists tracked nearly 85,000 Americans for nearly 2 decades with a focus on low-income Black adults across 12 southern states, and the results were the same, regardless of starting health status. I'm Bree Kenneth.
And it's here, the Kasper Classic, and I just want to offer this piece of advice. I know Kasper's been sweating this all week. He's been practicing his swing. He's been swearing, breaking clubs here in the studio. Buddy, settle down when you're trying to get through the course.
The study says speed matters more than duration.
Our Sports Talk 105.1. I'm Morgan McCarthy. Happy Friday and happy first day of August. We're starting off rather cool this morning with temperatures hovering in the 50s, even some 40s the further north you do go. We're looking at a mostly sunny sky for today, but those hazy conditions will also continue, feeling more like fall out there as temperatures top out near only 77. I'm 13 First Alert meteorologist Sarah Lighthizer.
At AJM Automotive in Eau Claire, they're not just about getting the job done, they're about doing it right. Whether it's vehicle repairs, small engine work, or towing services, their team is here to provide top-notch customer service every time. With years of experience and a commitment to keeping you on the road, AJM Automotive is your go-to for reliable service when you need it most. Just give them a call today to set up your appointment at 715-835-9523. AJM Automotive, where quality service and customer care come first.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports aficionados and armchair quarterbacks, welcome to the Dan Kasper Show, where sports passion meets expert analysis. Dan's encyclopedic knowledge and infectious passion for all things sports is both impressive and sad.
I have many leather-bound books.
So get ready to laugh, cheer, and maybe even facepalm a few times.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
It's the Dan Kasper Show.
Second hour kicking off right now, coming to you from Lake Hallie Golf Course for the fifth annual Classic, and defending champions have just pulled up and such. So previous winners, previous winners wearing their belts from last year here. So we'll see if they can maybe add another one to these.
I hope not.
I hope
no
not
offense
either.
to them, but
I hope not either. But if you are golfing in the Classic too, I want to throw this out there: the putting green, the practice putting green. So we're going to have a putting contest over there. Donna from VFW Post is actually going to be manning it for the first half, and our good buddy Matt's going to take over for a little bit after that. But something new in honor of Happy Gilmore too. Sitting behind Brandon is the golden hockey stick putter. So you have to putt with the hockey stick on there. So get 3 chances on that, but that'll be on the putting green, the practice putting green. So if you're golfing in it, just a heads up to walk over there. That'll be open up until the last groups tee off at 1 p.m. Big thanks again to our partners, Lake Hallie Golf, Park Ridge Distributing, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Kelsey Nikolai, Carpet City Flooring Center, VFW Post 305, Myron Construction, Dodge Inn, AJM Automotive Services, Hy-Vee Eau Claire, Economy Furniture, Muldoon's Menswear, Home Oasis, Service Master, Chippewa Valley, Trillium Spinal Care, The Alchemist Hot Sauce, prize donations from Chippewa River Industries, Spectrum Industries, Wards and More, Brandon's mom, and Rocky for a boatload, and the people that helped them out as well. I know we got the Country Jam tickets on there, and all the golf courses that were put up there too. Economy Furniture with the chair, Service Master with some prize donations. We mentioned his name earlier. Paul donating some autograph cards too. So a big thanks to everybody. I think we got a good lineup of prizes and such. I think so. I think we do. So coming up in about an hour, we'll do our cream of the crop and bottom of the barrel. Surveyor who is here, putting up his card, says cream of the crop team surveyor with the first ever underposted for the Kasper Classic, bottom of the barrel C-bomb with a plus. Wow. All right. It's coming in hot. So keep those texts coming, 715-830-1912. All right, Brandon, I know it was a week ago, but you and Justice are kind of my guys when it comes to this. And I know I texted you when it happened, but last week the passing of Hulk Hogan. Yep. So whenever you and Justice are on once in a while, we always kind of throw. We'll delve in that
world every once in a while. Yeah. But
yep.
And I thought Justice had kind of said it very well. Where I mean, Hulk Hogan was just he was the guy that kind of knocked down a lot of walls. Kind of like you go back to like the 80s when wrestling kind of had its first real had a big boom. It was him at the front in the WWF. I mean, he was really the first pro wrestler to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He hosted Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. Like there's just he was pop culture. Mm-hmm. Like he was the one that kind of got them into that stratosphere. Mm-hmm. And I mean, even to this day, if you ask somebody that knew absolutely nothing about pro wrestling, name a pro wrestler, they would probably say Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. Like he's just synonymous with it. I mean, and it's for him too, like really being a big part of 2 big booms in the industry, not just in like the early to mid 80s, like the first one everyone remembers with the the red and the yellow and slamming Andre the Giant and all that good stuff, but also in the 90s too in WCW with the NWO. I mean, that was really kind of a catalyst for for people that are maybe a little bit more my age, kind of with wrestling, because like for me, it's interesting because like I was never like a wrestling fan when Hulk Hogan was like the guy. I wasn't a wrestling fan like the mid to late 80s or even the earlier 90s when he was what a lot of people think of when they think of Hulk Hogan. So I don't like, so it's one of those things like there's a lot of people that like he's their guy. Like he wasn't for me just because I didn't live that. But as someone who kind of knows a bit about the history of the business, like I understand like he's arguably the most important wrestler in history when you factor in all the things that the doors he helped open, the success he had, and all that good stuff. So I mean, it's it's lost. There's no way. There's no reason. There's no kind of way to put that down. Like as far as the business goes, and there's a lot of things that he kind of set the tone for.
There was, when we were talking a little bit about it on Friday, there was a lot of people that kind of said, Mount Rushmore, or one of the best, but he wasn't my favorite. That was a common theme from a lot of people.
Right. And I think that's kind of part of it too, is like, even if he wasn't, because that would certainly be the mode I was in, just because, again, you're always a product of your time. Like if you're a kid our age, Aaron Rodgers probably doesn't hit as hard as Brett Favre might for Packer fans, because you were around for kind of, that Brett Favre peak. I mean, you're around for the Rodgers one too, but that's when you were a kid. Like you're all whatever was going on when you were a kid is always going to hit harder. That's just how it is.
Right.
So, but yeah, he would. I mean, there's so many ways you can kind of look at that, Mount Rushmore question. But you just, no matter what it is, he's unquestionably going to have to be on there. Because just because of everything he was involved in, and whether you want to say, most popular, like whatever, like most tan, he would certainly be in that. But yeah, it's just someone that's just synonymous with the business.
I mean, Mount Rushmore. You talk. Is it one of those? It almost like you have to phrase it. Okay, Mount Rushmore in terms of most important to the sport.
Yeah, because that's
favorite.
it. Because and obviously the Mount Rushmore question is, there's always so many ways you can take it.
Right.
But like, and obviously pro wrestling, it's different than being like, okay, well, who are the best football players of all time? Obviously in wrestling, it's different because it's pro wrestling. But if you were going to say like most important wrestlers, he's on there. Like if you want to say like the biggest money makers, he's unquestionably on there. He's probably number one. But he's just someone that you can't tell the history of pro wrestling without him being a central figure.
So put it maybe in comparison to like an NFL player. What was he in terms of like maybe, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, well,
or an NBA player.
The example I've heard a lot, and this was not even recent. This is something that was kind of talked about, maybe even a little bit, would be kind of like the Babe Ruth of wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Where and look, and look, even sometimes he some of the stories you hear about Babe Ruth, maybe a little exaggerated with things, but like I would say maybe something along that lines.
Okay.
Where you can't tell the story about Major League Baseball without Babe Ruth being involved.
Yeah, interesting. So,
as we got C-Bob flexing over here off screen.
Listen, right. So, I know it was a week ago or so, but if anybody would like to chime in, you can by hitting us up 715-830-1912.
We're getting down to it though. The sun's coming out. I mean, that back nine's looking glorious right now.
Yep, we got some teams warming up on the putting green. Is Surveyor actually and Nate going to actually golf with their title belts on? Do you know? Oh, look at Nate's got 3 clubs and he's going to the driving range.
He's
taking this serious, and they got pants. They got pants on too. They're taking this a little too serious.
Well, this way, I'd rather have them have pants on than not have pants on.
That's true.
Otherwise, then why would you bring your belt? I will say,
that's right. So, all right, tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more coming up after these quick words.
You're listening to the Dan Kasper Show.
At Carpet
Carpet City Flooring Center in Eau Claire, you're more than just a customer. You are a part of the family. From the moment you walk in, their amazing team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect flooring for your home or business. And I speak from experience. We have trusted the team at Carpet City Flooring Center in Eau Claire for all of our home projects that included recarpeting the bedroom stairs to retiling the downstairs. Whether you're looking for carpet, tile, or luxury vinyl planks, they have a wide of options to fit any style and budget. And when it comes to price, they'll match or beat the competition. Their commitment to outstanding customer service means that they're here to guide you through every step, from selection to installation, ensuring you get exactly what you need with no pressure. For quality, value, and a team that treats you like family, visit the family at Carpet City Flooring Center in Eau Claire. They're located at 3109 East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. At Mike's Star Market in Eau Claire, brats aren't one size fits all. They're always trying a new flavor combination, and there's always something different waiting every time you stop in. Some are bold, some are smoky, some you never expect, but all of them are made fresh right in store. It's the perfect excuse to try something new or find your next favorite. Swing by Mike's Star Market today at 2238 Heinstead Road on the west side of Eau Claire to see what you'll be cooking on the grill this week. Are you looking for the perfect firearm or the accessories for that perfect firearm? Well, Tilden Gun is the place to go. Whether you're just starting out or adding to your collection, they offer a wide selection of rifles, shotguns, handguns, and ammunition to fit your needs. But what sets Tilden Gun apart is their knowledgeable staff, ready to guide you through every decision, helping you find the right equipment at the right price. They pride themselves on outstanding customer service and treating every person who walks in the door with respect. With competitive pricing, you can trust that you're getting great value without compromising on quality. And don't look now, hunters, but hunting season is right around the corner, so it's the perfect time to visit Tilden Gun. So visit Tilden Gun today at 12427 98th Avenue in Chippewa Falls, or check out their website at tildengun.com. Tilden Gun, your go-to destination for firearms, accessories, and expert advice. Ride the bus with us as we help honor a legend and cheer on the crew to another victory. We're taking a luxury motor coach bus to Milwaukee on Sunday, August 24th to watch the crew take on San Francisco in what could be a game that has playoff implications. But it's also the game the crew will be honoring a legend that we miss, Mr. Bob Uecker. So head to Wisco Trips now to reserve your ticket. It includes the round-trip motor coach transportation, game ticket, and pre-game tailgate party. These will go quick, so head to WiscoTrips.com now to get your tickets.
That's what scrolling used to sound like. Turning the page on a new tech era, you can easily get headlines, information, and local news by today's version of Turning the Page, scrolling for headlines. And let's face it, with everything going on today, it can sometimes seem overwhelming just to try to find information. And that's why we try our best to make things simple, accessible, and easy to use. We'll try to make sense of what's happening, and you can find it when you have time. It's on demand, it's on your device, and if it's on your mind, it's on the 715newsroom.com.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley is your local expert when it comes to fire and water damage, carpet and air duct cleaning, mold remediation, and trauma. They're when you need them, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Trust comes in the yellow truck. Learn more at ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com.
Ride the bus with us as we help honor a legend that cheers on the crew to another victory.
I don't know what all goes into the bags.
Matt will be back.
Oh, we can just pick and choose.
I think he was up by the house. I'll shoot him a text to get back down here.
Yeah, I would throw stuff in a bag. I don't know.
It's well, each bag gets a man cave, a skimmer, and a glass. So, and then what name is it under? Okay, and C-Bomb, if you can just look on their check-in and tell them their raffle numbers if they want to buy raffle tickets will be on sale when you guys are done with the round. And then, if you don't remember that, we have it listed there. Yep. No, we don't know. Is it on there?
It says 13 here.
Probably don't look at that.
Don't look at that.
Yeah.
Right.
Troy assigned them from Lake Hallie. So it should be on the cart.
Is this the holding center?
No.
Yeah, it's gonna have a sign on the correct one.
All right, we're back here. Coming to you from Lake Hallie Golf Course. I got some gifts up. Can I say it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to do it on air just because that's not why we did it.
Right.
But if you want to bring it up on air, that's fine.
If anybody's watching the video stream, Brandon, the family,
Brandon's mom and
Rocky with the Timber Rattlers Free Lick jersey. That's
as
awesome,
a
dude.
happy fifth Casper Classic.
That is pretty sweet, dude. So thanks, man. You didn't have to do that. That's pretty darn cool.
I think it's like I said, I think it's the right size because I'm an XL and I'm a little more portly than you, so I feel like a large should be good.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you. Did not expect that. So that's cool. That just made my day a lot better because you know how.
Well, and I figured I wanted to give it to you now because I'm like, he might need a little bit of a pick me up and amongst all the stress of the day. So like,
yeah, yep. So big thanks, dude. That's so cool. Oh man. John says, "Good morning, Dan and Brandon. The cream of the crop goes to the Seattle Mariners. They now probably have the best 1-2 punch in baseball with Cal Raleigh and Edward Suarez. My bottom of the barrel is the Minnesota Twins. They basically sold off the whole team." Also, he says, I got to scroll down here a little bit. Also, what is the betting line for the Casper Classic?
He's setting up lines and over-unders. And
well,
I agree.
C-Bomb's here now. I could tell him what Surveyor texted in right when he pulled in.
Oh, yeah.
You ready? Because he is driving range right now. So Surveyor said his cream of the crop is Team Surveyor with the first posted at the Casper Classic. Bottom of the barrel, C-Bomb with a 9 over.
Yeah, but no, otherwise, like that's a great cream of the crop with the Mariners. Like, good for the Mariners for going for it. But like you said, like the combination of Suarez and Cal Raleigh, that's a lot of pop in the middle of the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, is it the best 1-2 punch in the middle of the line for power?
Power-wise, yeah, maybe power-wise. I mean, those are probably the top 5 home run leaders in the majors right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and the Twins, like, they're just. It's interesting to see over the last 20 months. I mean, you go back to the 2023 playoffs. They finally get over the Schneid, win a playoff series, beat the Blue Jays. It's like, okay, this team has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of fast forward to now, and like they're all gone.
Right.
And look, it sounds like the poll ads are going to be selling. So like it's kind of a team in transition, but it's a team I think needs to keep an eye out because you get the right owner in there. I think you can really, see some change there. But for now, I mean, they're just kind of a team in transition as we hit the second half of or we're well into the second half of the year. But as we hit the final 2 months of the year, where it's Byron Buxton, it's Royce Lewis, and I guess Ryan Jeffers is still there. So, but otherwise, I mean, there's a lot of turnover here. So, for Twins fans, just going to hang with it a little bit and, ultimately see who the new owners are and hopefully they invest in the team.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. So, all right, Brewers Nationals this weekend, then kind of taking a look at this series coming up here. I don't want to overlook the Nationals by any means and such, but what is the biggest challenge that maybe the Nationals do provide the Brewers in this one?
Well, I mean, I think we kind of saw it in that series right before the All-Star break. I mean, they've got some athletes on that team. James Wood's having a great year. Like they just got some young. It's a younger team that's kind of starting to come.
Mm-hmm.
They made some deals at the deadline, notably for fans in the area. River Falls native Alex Call going to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So he's going to get a chance to play for a contender there. But I think it's just coming off the high of just that entire homestand.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with, for obviously Friday with coming back, getting back road trip, and then through the Cubs series, taking 2 or 3 there. It's just, this team does a really good job, I think, of not getting too high or not getting too low. And I think this is going to be really a road trip where you have to plan that out and you really have to continue to have that idea because, you're going to the Nationals, you're going to play the Braves, and the Braves are, not doing very well either. So you just, you can't afford a slip right now. You can't have like a 2-4 road trip if you can help it. just because with the moves the Cubs made, they're hot on your heels right now, and you can't give us any ground if you can help it.
Mm-hmm. Right. We already talked a little bit about it in the first hour. Okay, well, we already talked about it in the first hour here. I'm going to take a quick break here because I got to do something here, but I want to get back to some more Brewers talk here. So tell you what, we're going to take a little bit earlier break because we're getting set to send off the 7:30 groups here for the 5th annual Kasper Classic. So let me do that so I can get these guys off, and then we'll get back to some more baseball talk. So quick break. We'll be back right after these few words.
Then hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or the text line and let your fingers do the talking.
Warmer weather means more time on your feet. Make sure every step feels great. Whether it's running, walking, or working, proper support matters. The Shoe Doctor carries a wide selection of supportive shoes, custom insoles, and footwear solutions designed for comfort and performance. Stop in to find the right fit for spring and summer activities. The Shoe Doctor, helping feet feel their best. Season after season, visit the Shoe Doctor today at 2321 East Claremont Avenue or online at shoedoctoreauclair.com, where comfort starts.
Hey, sports fans, Joe DeGuano here. Sometimes you just want to go to that place where everybody knows your name. Court House in downtown Eau Claire is that place for me. When I'm not talking sports with Dan in the morning, you can probably find me on a bar stool at Court House. Aside from the rotating specials that always hit the spot, my favorite thing about Court House is the service. Whether it's Hannah or Jason or whoever, every time I'm there, no matter who is bartending, they know exactly what I want even before I do. Whether it's my vodka gillets made with love or hams in a frosted mug, it's always exactly what I need after a long day. So if you're looking for that place where everyone truly does know your name, make Court House your go-to spot. They've got what you need. Cold beer, the best fish fry in town, service that makes you feel at home. Oh, and my personal favorite, the Old Abe Burger. And hey, next time you're at Court House, if you happen to spot me once again, your first one's on me. Court House, downtown Eau Claire, Grand Avenue.
It's time for the pro to get everything for the job delivered. Large orders of lumber, doors, windows, paint, plumbing, anything the job needs, all from one partner. Get it today with same-day delivery. Get it tomorrow with next-day delivery on 50,000 plus products. Or get it on your timeline with scheduled delivery on everything from framing to flooring. It's time to get your whole job, all your jobs delivered. Ask about all our new delivery options at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
This update is sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. The Milwaukee Brewers have partnered with GovX to offer 50% off select tickets to active duty military, veterans, first responders, government employees, and teachers at Sunday through Thursday games, courtesy of Vortex. Visit brewers.com/GovX. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Muldoon's Menswear is having a sports shirt and sport coat sale with savings of 20 to 70% off. That's right, at Muldoon's Menswear, all sport shirts and sport coats are 20 to 70% off. Save up to 70% on sport coats, long sleeve and short sleeve sports shirts, button down and polo style sports shirts, sizes small to 6X tall, and all 20 to 70% off right now. During the sports shirt and sport coat sale, only at Muldoon's Menswear, South 18th Way, Eau Claire.
For over 50 years, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been Western Wisconsin's trusted leader in orthopedic care. Whether you're facing bone and joint pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, their expert team is dedicated to helping you live pain-free. Now with their new state-of-the-art facility in Rice Lake, you can enjoy clinic visits, advanced imaging, and personalized physical therapy all under one roof. Visit cvosm.com to get back to doing what you love pain-free. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where high-quality care meets hometown commitment.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
He doesn't just talk sports, he knows sports. In fact, he and sports are best friends. I saw the two of them last night knocking back a couple of cold ones. The Dan Kasper Show, weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
All right, we are back here from Lake Cali Golf Course, broadcasting for the 5th annual Classic this morning.
It's crazy that it's the 5th annual already.
It is.
Think of how far we've come in just the 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Right? It's unreal. 5 years. First year we didn't know what we were doing.
No, it wasn't. It was at the end of September.
Yep.
It was a Thursday, wasn't it?
I think it was.
I was, because I remember once we were done with the Casper, I actually went to, I think I covered a volleyball match that night.
That's right. I think so.
And then we moved it to a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was near the end of August. And
Yep.
then the last few years we've kind of, I don't say stumbled upon, but we found that it feels like this date works the best for people.
Right.
I know it definitely does for me and my friends,
Mm-hmm.
because, have a couple teachers in the mix and stuff. So that first Friday in August, kind of right before football and stuff get going, it's kind of, I just feel like it falls at a nice time for us.
Right. Yep.
And we've been super fortunate with the weather. Thank you, Mother Nature. As we've officially got some of the groups teeing off here.
We do. We do. So we've got a foursome teeing off the 10 right now, and we got another group teeing off on 18 and such. So that looked like a really good drive.
Yeah, that's a good tee shot. I'm already a little nervous.
Down 10 there. So, all right. I like this because we could do a little golf commentary right now if we wanted to. Not the greatest Jim Nantz impressions, but
hello, friends.
By the way, your mom did wear the Brandon's mom
jersey. She did. She walked off with my phone.
That's awesome. By the way, you two can never go to a Brewer game together anymore. You guys brought back losses. No more.
This is why I was going to try to give you some crap about that jersey after you were bringing that stuff up. You and I literally went to the same game they won.
Which one did we go that they both won?
The Twins game.
Oh, that is true. Well, I guess I have to go with you to games then.
You just got to go to more games, slacker.
Well, I'm going to the Euchre one.
You are going on the bus. Okay.
Yep. See? So you got to go now too.
No, because I don't lose.
Wait, why is this on me?
Well, maybe you can go with him on the bus.
Well, say, why is this on me?
There you go.
With him on the bus.
Yeah. Don't sit by mom.
Keep your distance.
Keep your distance. So, but where are we at here? 7:30 and such. So yeah, we got the first groups teeing off here. Then it's going to get really busy.
It's gonna, it's a good thing that we're off the air at 9, so that'll be good.
Yep, definitely. So definitely looking forward to it and actually getting on the course.
No,
I'll be honest, I haven't golfed. So you were golfed here last week.
Yeah, actually 4 people in our group: myself, Rocky, and a couple other our golfers, Travis and Chris. We hit the back 9 last Sunday afternoon, so it was warm, but you know what? It was good. I think we all walked away feeling pretty good, especially for the what the rules here entail. 2-person scramble, best ball kind of a thing. So like just being able to know that, especially for me, like Justice, if you're listening, you know the rules. You hit the ball far, and I'll just do my best from like 100 yards and in. That's my game. Chipping and putting, but I feel like although like all four of us kind of felt that exact same way, like, well, the other person's going to take care of the distance for us.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I mean, looking out here, the course is in great shape. We got great weather for this. It's going to be a good day. I mean,
Seabaum's on the driving range right now, so he's warming up. Good, because he's my partner for the morning one. So
oh yeah,
yeah, he's my partner, so he's got to dial it in. Seabaum dialing it in right now. He can't listen, or he's not listening to us, I don't think. No, he's not. So he's got the tiger head cover on. Let's see what
he's got. The eye of the tiger.
Oh, that ain't gonna cut it, sir.
It's always a good sign when you might hit one, and then he immediately turns around because he hears us. That's a little better.
Too high.
What do you mean too high?
What do you mean too high?
Who cares? It's gone.
So all right. Training camp. Should we
Yeah.
talk a little, switch gears here just for a little bit?
We had the Hall of Fame game
for
last
football.
night. So
how many minutes of that did you watch?
Like 5. And like
more than me.
It was the 5 minutes I wanted to watch because Ren was when I was on.
Okay.
In the fourth quarter. So that would have been the 5 minutes I would have wanted to watch just to hear Brent Musburger talk.
Yeah.
Had a great Waterboy story.
Watch 0.
Right.
The only thing I did see on the new virtual measurement.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
It's going to take the right direction.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy that 2024 and before, like we were still using the chains.
Yep. Chain gang.
Like the chain gang's still there, correct? Which is more as like the backup
there.
in case.
Yep.
But like, it's going to be interesting.
How about that for a job? You're a backup chain gang. Like,
but yeah, you're there in case technology fails.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction. It's going to take some getting used to.
Right.
But the important thing, what's wrong with the Lions?
Yeah.
Where's all the we need all the hot takes. What's wrong with the Lions? They lost the preseason game.
Where's Tom from across the pond, or a Lions fan? He probably didn't. I don't even know if he watched the Hall of Fame game because that'd be like
middle of the night. So I wouldn't blame him if he didn't.
Right. So, but no, I didn't watch any of it, to be honest with you. So
I'm glad they moved it like to Thursday though.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it better than the Sunday night.
Yeah,
I prefer like this is better.
It is. But with that, first of all, too, I'll save this for later. But let's do a little bit of a kind of your team. What have you seen? What have you heard from anything from Vikings camp and such?
I mean, from people I follow that know, like I would say, like
been there too, and that.
Yeah, but like I would say, like JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is, there's been some ups and downs, but like he's never seemed over his head, and that's big. I mean, just inevitably, there's going to be ups and downs when it's your first time as a starter. But bouncing back well, not getting kind of too one way or the other on things. I mean, early on in camp, it doesn't matter if it's high school or college or the pros. Like defense is usually ahead of the offense. So obviously that's the case with the Vikings right now. With sounds like some good early things at Dallas Turner, first round pick last year that didn't really make much of an impact till later on in the year. Very curious to see what the offensive line looks like once Christian Darrisaw and Will Fries are really back up full speed running after some injuries last year. So, but no, I mean obviously the expectations are high, and this team will go as far as JJ McCarthy's floor takes them.
Yep.
If he's okay, if he's solid, then I mean this is a very stacked roster. I mean, it was built for this the last few years have been built for this moment in mind, where you can take advantage of the rookie contract and try to surround him with as much as you can. That's kind of the hack of the rookie contract.
Right.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting, and Justin Jefferson being out a little bit. I mean, I don't think that's that big of a deal at this point. It'd be nice for him to build a little rapport with McCarthy, but still, like getting some of the other guys a little bit more in the way of reps. I mean, Justin Jefferson doesn't mean much in the way of preseason reps. So, but no, I'm overall kind of excited for when that preseason game kicks off a week from tomorrow.
Right. So, all right, just one quick sec. I might have to take another break here to help out a couple more golfers here. Bear with me while I add a couple of things here. Let's go do this. Like the play-by-play of adding something in here, Brandon.
I do, and I will do my best to help the play-by-play by talking a little bit, because obviously next, for the Packers tomorrow, we got family night tomorrow night. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates. That's always the big thing. But then, into next week, obviously we got 3 preseason games coming up. Most of them seem like they're like next Saturday or Sunday. And you're going to a preseason game, right?
I'm going next week.
All right, so week 1 right off the bat.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes, but gonna take the kid.
But that's always a good time to take them.
Yeah.
Just a little less busy on things and just.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes, but
who they play?
They play the Jets, so we were so close to seeing the return of Aaron Charles Rodgers to Lambeau Field for that vaunted, important preseason Packer return. So, but it is what it is. Okay, I want to get back to some Brewers talk because I just loaded up my Twitter here now that I got kind of things settled down here. But we were talking a little bit about it earlier, Brandon, about you're going to have some people use the Quinn Priester and Andrew Vaughn trade as, like, well, they did make moves. You fans, stop complaining. These were 2 back-to-back tweets I saw on my feed. One was, Brewers should have waited to get Priester and Vaughn just to make the fans happy. 2 of the best in-season trade acquisitions all year. This fan base is blank and stupid. Same blank every year. That being said, let's get a bat and a relief pitcher yet. So that was, during trade.
So guess what didn't happen?
Yeah.
Didn't get a bat.
And then the next tweet, I don't know who these people are, just showed up. The Brewers are going to be the first ever first-place team to have 6 consecutive sellouts before the deadline and have 17,000 fans in attendance post-deadline. What a slap in the face to us all. I expected it, but still can't quite believe it happened. So kind of 2 different...
Very much at 2 different ends of the spectrum there.
Right. So, and I think we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, right? We kind of talked about that a little bit. So, again, I think it's fair to say you're disappointed they didn't make a move, right? I mean, it's
for a bat, yeah.
Right? Now, let me go back to, we had a couple people yesterday, Brad, I want to get your thoughts. They thought, okay, we don't need a relief pitcher. We got Tobias Myers, we got Chad Patrickson and all that, but did they need that pitcher for more back-end help? Because those guys are a little bit more long relief guys.
Right, probably. Like. I think they just wanted to add, somebody else. And look, like I said, I thought the Shelby Miller trade was shrewd. Mm-hmm. When you see how they did it with also acquiring Jordan Montgomery, who will never pitch for the Brewers, but doing it in part to, and look, they added money for that. So I can't say they were cheap. Mm-hmm. They added money and took what was left of the Jordan Montgomery contract, basically, so they didn't really have to give anything up to get Shelby Miller. Mm-hmm. So, hey, I'll give them credit for that. That was a clever way to do that. But I still just think they needed one more bat. Didn't have to be a world beater, but just someone that you feel can add a little something.
Right. So, I think how I feel about this, yes, I was disappointed they didn't get another bat. But in the same time, I'm kind of like some of these other people here. I expected it. I kind of expected it. Like, part of me was like, okay, maybe they are going to do the 2018 type of thing, but they didn't. Now, is it the question that we probably will never know the answer to is, was it literally that expensive? Because we kept hearing reports and rumors like, it was too much. It was too much to, acquire these guys. The asking price was too much. But at the same time, is it the situation they're in? Is it worth it to pay a little bit more for that?
Right. It's like going to the ballpark and like, well, I want a beer.
Right.
If you're going to a game, be it, football, baseball, whatever, you're going to pay a pretty penny for a beer. Now, sometimes you don't get one, and you just, maybe you have a couple in the parking lot. Say, oh, that'll be good. That'll hold me over. It's like, but you know what? Sometimes if it's the right day and it's hot out, you just say, you know what? I'm going to pay the price and get the beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I just kind of wonder if maybe that was the case here, or maybe they should just got the beer.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how they finish off this I don't want to say second half, but the final 2 months.
Right. I mean, this is very much going to be a line of demarcation, because if it goes bad, people are going to look at this point and say, hey.
That's the thing. And then that's part of it. What I was thinking about too. It's like, I really hope we don't look back on July 31st at the end of this season
and say, well, that was the peak of the year.
Right.
2 months from now, when you and I are talking here, if the Brewers fizzle down the stretch and, maybe they don't, they don't win the division, maybe they make the playoffs like a 6 seed and then they go on the road and lose or something like that. Like, we can look at this moment and say, hey, what happened?
Yep.
We know exactly when this went awry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we'll talk all about it.
Yep. I think there's the fan base. Half of them are frustrated, disappointed, sad, down, angry, kind of the state of grief a little bit. But then there's the other part that they're okay, or they like, yeah, I didn't expect them to do anything. So we'll see how it all shakes out, I guess, at this point.
That's the fun of it.
If you are a Brewers fan and you're listening and you want to chime in on your thoughts about the trade deadline, text us 715-830-1912 on that Shoe Doctor line. Mark says the part of the game last night was when they had Sterling Sharp off. I did see the one clip when Tony Dungy was talking to Sharp and made a comment about, like, you've waited 21 years to get here or something. And Sterling said something like, no, coach, I've been waiting. I've been golfing. I've been enjoying my life. So I'm like, that was a good response. That was a good one. Because, I mean, that's the typical question you get for everybody who's been waiting a long time. Yeah, I've been waiting a long time for this moment. Finally here. And Sterling's like, nah, I've been enjoying life, dude. I've been good. I've been golfing in that. So I did see that clip on good old Tweeter, whatever we're calling it these days. So, but yeah, Sterling, I'm looking forward to that speech. I think for Hall of Fame weekend for Sterling Sharp to see what he has to say. I know his brother's going through some stuff right now.
He is, but it's a good, good weekend for Sterling.
Let's see. I gotta see how my partner Seabaum is teeing it up with the driver right now.
Ooh,
what's he got here?
What's he got? Sounds good.
It sounds good.
Had the thwap to it.
He's still looking. That's good. Because as soon as you hit it and you kind of put your head down, it's probably not a good hit.
Right.
I am waiting to see where this Surveyor Sam group is. I thought they would, teeing off on 18. They would have been done by now.
Maybe it's taken them a bit.
Maybe. Look at that. Seabaum's getting a little cocky with the follow through.
Seabaum hitting ball.
How's the drive, Seabaum? He's pretending he can't hear us again. So.
He's in the zone.
Well, he better be. Because I haven't golfed here in a while, and I need him to carry me to help me win this title belt. So this yeah, Brandon.
That's not cheating. That's just doing research.
Although I will say, Brandon, I do question a little bit why you decided to go on a 62-mile-an-hour or 62-mile bike ride yesterday.
Why not?
I feel good. I feel good. Wear yourself out.
I feel good today.
I don't know. You might be a little sore.
I feel good.
Do you now?
Maybe if I was a jerk. There's another word I was going to use, but I'm not going to use it over on the radio. So.
What?
I feel good this morning.
Are you sure? I was a little worried when I saw that you were bragging.
No.
62 miles.
62
you rode on
miles
a bike
from Chip. 60 from.
Yeah, thank you. 62 miles
round trip from Chippewa Falls to Meridian.
I don't care if it's round trip. It's still 62 miles.
31 miles one way.
Thanks for the math.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
That must be some bike that you just got.
My summer's coming to an end here pretty quick. I wanted to get it in.
Is it an electric bike?
It is not an electric bike. No, I go for bike rides to get exercise, so I'm not going to get an electric bike. If you do, no judgment here, but I'm going to maximize my exercise when I take my bike out.
So that's like, I'll put it, I mean.
It's like riding the Stanley and back.
Going where?
Maybe the Stanley and back or the Thorpe and back.
Maybe. Oh, there they are, finally making it across.
Is that a good sign then?
I think they might have struggled.
Were they riding the struggle bus on that hole?
Well,
they're holding up the beer, so that's a great sign.
That, or they're already having a beer, and it's not a good sign. That could be another one.
Is there trouble with the champions?
Maybe. Where's the other group with them?
Still trying to find their ball?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I heard a 4.
Was that a C-bomb 4?
I think so. All right. 5. He just gave me the 5.
Oh, he just wanted to give
18.
you 5.
No, they got a 5 on 18. So.
And that is a par 5, so.
Might have to question it.
Hole 18, though, has the largest sand trap I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, Surveyor just texted par through 1. So.
I really hope they're listening to the show while they're out there in the course.
Yeah. It's not technically par through one. It's even through one.
Right.
Surveyor, for crying out loud. Even. Use your proper terminology. We got a question for you, Brandon.
Oh boy.
Let me bring our texting line here if it's going to load. Might not load. Little. How many?
Bit of a jerk.
It says, ask Brandon how many you used on your bike ride yesterday.
0.
I think there's some skepticism whether you actually did 62 miles or not. Do you have any proof?
I got pictures of me along
that
the way.
Doesn't no, that don't mean anything.
I don't have to impress you. Thank you. Someone believes me.
That's one. I don't think your own mom believes you.
Par for the course.
Oh, 62. You are crazy. Is that the longest you've gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
What do you? Oh.
It'll be the first time.
Oh, so coming up in about let's say 12 minutes or so, we're going to announce the recipient of our green jackets who will join the club that G-Man. Well, I got a green jacket just because I wanted one. I bought it for myself, so I didn't really.
Yeah, G-Man kind of established it last year, didn't he?
Holy moly!
Yeah, I was looking over them. Like,
he's here. I didn't think he'd be here. Mr. Faunus is here.
Mark Faunus.
Oh man, look at that! He's chatting it up with C-Bomb over there.
Yeah.
So, all right, look at that. Got all the celebrities coming out to the course today.
Yeah, another great season for the Eau Claire Senior Legion team.
Yep.
Was eliminated from the state tournament yesterday, but still a great season for them. Won the regional here last week at Carson Park. So.
For Legion wise, Brandon, do you still have some local teams?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we had AA and AAA, or we had the 16 and 17U state. A couple great outings for Chippewa Falls there. Both finishing, I think, third or better in both of those. So, those youngsters had a really good cap to their season there.
Yep.
We mentioned Eau Claire advancing out of a tough regional. When you look at that region this year, with not just Eau Claire, but you factor in Chippewa and Holman and La Crosse and Superior. Like, go back to the spring. Those were some very good teams on the high school side. And then you factor in most of them are playing here. Like, that's a tough region to make it out of, and they made it to stay once again. So I mean, that's another strong summer for the Fighting Faunuses over there.
Yeah. You mentioned CRBL title
games.
games.
Yep, CRBL title game tomorrow. That's going to be the Eau Claire Bears and the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks.
Okay.
The Bears picked up a win over the Eau Claire Cavs in the battle of Eau Claire on Wednesday, and then the Lumberjacks upset the top seed Cadott. So those two teams will be playing. I believe that's at Cinder City Park in Altoona. So that's tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. So then after that, you'll have all those teams I mentioned, plus some more from the league that are playing in the WBA state tournament, which gets going a little bit later in August. So.
And then when does practice start?
Football starts Tuesday.
Is it practice already on Tuesday?
First day of practice is Tuesday for football. Already been in contact with some coaches, setting some stuff up, and
yeah,
is
that the first one to kind of get going here?
Yes,
for
football.
Fall?
Football starts first.
Okay,
and that's both 8 and 11 player football both start Tuesday. In the past several years, 8 player has started a week after.
Okay,
but they moved it up to start at the same time, and then this year the 8 player regular season, which is only 8 weeks. 1 week fewer, actually. So then their postseason, I believe, will start the same week as week 9 of high school. Of the 11-player one.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get going there here pretty quick. So yeah, first practices will kick off on Tuesday, and so when I'm here next week, we can chat a little bit of some early football stuff because I'll be out and about.
Yeah, and I've been seeing. I know just locally too. There's still some teams hiring coaches.
Yep.
I know. Whether it's been like for some spring sports, at least seems like maybe some filling in some coaching vacancies and such too.
Right.
So,
but then not long after that, you'll see girls golf, you'll see girls tennis. I think those are kind of the next couple that get going. Girls golf gets going usually pretty quick here, just because obviously they want to make sure they're taking advantage of the prime weather time.
Yep.
So, but yeah, then everything else gets underway, and we are rolling here before too long.
Yep. So. We got a couple minutes left, or actually more than a few minutes left here to the top of the hour. So final call for any cream of the crops or bottom of the barrels. You can text those to us, 715-830-1912. We'll do a little AJM pump the brakes full throttle. Tell you what, if you think you got a good pump brakes or full throttle question, you can let us know with that too. Again, just the easiest way, text us on that video stream, or hit us up, or text us on the text line, or hit us up on the video stream. A couple of messages on the video stream is well, we got more than a couple. Let me scroll up here. I like it when we get listeners or viewers on the video stream. James says one unique aspect of Hulk Hogan from a business side is that he's arguably the greatest good guy of all time and bad guy of all time.
Yeah,
would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean you can make that case. I mean the good guy in the the 80s, early 90s, the bad guy with the with the NWO. Yeah, that's yeah. Not many people can do that. Like both ends of the spectrum like that.
Is the proper term called turning heel?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And the terminology, a good guy is called a face.
Yeah.
A bad guy is called a heel or a bad character, I guess.
Paul says doing a radio show while multitasking, running a charity golf event. You rock.
Yeah.
No,
Dan is hopping all around here.
No, that I appreciate it, but no. I would rather have the Brewers be competitive every year. I am used to them not making moves since 2018. And then Allison says, Luke says, good luck, Dannison Jr. the third. All right. Thank you, Lucas Jr. the third. So
Dennis, is your real name Dannison?
No, it's a thing I have between me and one of Hudson's good friends. So over there. So thanks, Lucas, if you're still listening this morning. So Lucas has been on an episode of the Kid Cave podcast. Right. So there you got to check that out, which is really cool. So we do the Kid Cave podcast.
Yep.
I got this message. I think I could say it because it's somebody from Indiana. I got a private message on Twitter saying that, Dan, my 7-year-old daughter is obsessed with baseball. She saw your Kids Cave podcast pop up on my YouTube earlier this morning and watched it. She wants to do a podcast now because, quote, that kid was able to. Great content. So
that's very cool.
That is cool. So I was like, all right, see?
There you go.
We can.
That's what it's about, right?
Exactly. So any I can't say the one that Nick texted me about. I'll show you. That's not proper.
Is it something about Bo Melton?
No. I'll just show it to you because this is great radio content.
It is. I love inside jokes. I'd like to be a part of one someday.
Yeah, so you can take that up with him when he comes back over here. So what's this text? We got another one rolling.
We got a group over there on trying to remember that hole.
Give the show a sports Emmy now after today's show. You deserve.
Well, I mean, we're
in a fight with Dan Patrick to get one first.
Right.
So there you have it.
Does anyone know? Hey, let's see if C-Bomb wants to do a hot sauce challenge here during the 8 o'clock hour.
Ah, yeah. That one, if that didn't deserve an Emmy, I don't know which one wouldn't. So
what a day. What a morning.
Yep. Justice has texted both of us too.
I felt my phone go. I felt my phone going off. So
it was an Apollo Creed GIF. I'm getting pumped. I'm ready for action. Going with the Creed. You look like you Brandon look like Mick Foley.
I was gonna say we're in the flannel on the outside. Yes, he's
Foley.
One of my all-time favorites. So really? I take that as a compliment. Love Mick Foley.
Okay. Are you just impressed that I knew that name?
I am actually.
Oh, this is bull. Surveyor just said they're -1 through 2.
Ah, no, they get out of Vision and Southern Birdies. I don't know about that.
Debatable. Review it. We're gonna send Rocky and Brandon's mom to be investigators out there.
Skeptical.
They could be
course marshals.
That or the Happy Gilmore guy, that R.I.P. that Eminem played in the second one. Not to a movie for everybody.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to sing. We don't need my mom singing.
Bob wants to hear it. He talked about it again yesterday.
That's Bob's problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Bob going to sing?
Probably not. He likes to do Johnny Cash impressions. So it is. Yeah. Yep. So you know who I'm talking about for Happy Gilmore, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys got to go out there and heckle him. So we can't have Surveyor go back to back. That's just hopefully I end better than Creed did. That's true with that certain gift.
Yeah, we don't need him getting that how it was finished.
Yeah, no. So.
If he comes out though with the full Living in America James Brown entrance, it's kind of worth it.
Yep. So all right, we got let me scroll this up so I can actually see the countdown coming up here. About less than a minute till the shot clock cuts us off. Then we got the final hour. It'll be a busy hour because we'll kick it off. Actually, we'll announce who gets the green jackets, and then we'll do a little cream of the crop, bottom of the barrel, and then a little AJM automotive, pump the brakes, full throttle. So we'll do that coming up here too as we kick it into gear for the final hour, which I'm assuming we're going to get our 10 a.m. time groups. So you got quite groups going with you. So
oh yeah,
you got quite
the group of rabble-rousers. It'll be.
We'll when the computer freezes too. So if I'm talking over music, that's why. So all right, tell you what, 2 hours in, we got one more to go here. We'll get things rolling for the third hour. Coming up after these news updates.
Good morning. Here's what we're learning today. We'll start with headlines that keep us close to our own backyard as we approach prevention. Charges now being filed following a deadly UTV accident in Clark County. We now know investigators say it was 56-year-old Jay Sawaski who was operating the vehicle while intoxicated, and he hit an electrical pole that tapped him into hers. A female passenger on that UTV was killed. Sawaski charged with homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. Well, a familiar name to our area connects to the national stage was Pen to Paper, and a bill aimed at helping veterans who are struggling financially to stay in their homes has been signed into law by President Trump. The VA Loan Program Reform Act was authored by Western Wisconsin Republican Congressman and familiar name to our area, Derek Van Orden. As he said, it promises to assist vets who have fallen behind on mortgage payment. Van Orden says the law helps to fulfill a promise to those who have protected us. Family, or you're looking to have campuses into Iowa, you can now do that at the Iowa price tag. As we look to the Hawkeye State and the dairy coming together, Wisconsin residents can now attend the University of Northern Iowa at their in-state price. The Iowa Board of Regents approved the tuition rates for states neighboring Iowa. Tuition for incoming academic year right now is set at $10,201, and that's for both Iowans and now Wisconsinites as well. Well, it wasn't four paws and a soft meow, but this pet rescue had some crews reaching for a pet of a different kind. The tale began in La Crosse. You may have seen this on socials. First responders came to the rescue of a pet iguana. You can link online 715newsroom.com. And if you're one of the other counting steps, all of that thing, turns out you can make your road a little bit longer.
By Vanderbilt University Medical Center says brisk walking for 15 minutes a day has been linked to a 20% reduction in death from any cause. The study says speed matters more than duration. Scientists tracked nearly 85,000 Americans for nearly 2 decades with a focus on low-income Black adults across 12 southern states, and the results are the same, regardless of starting health status. I'm Bree Tennant.
And it's here, the Kasper Weekend. I just want to offer this piece of advice. I know Kasper's been sweating this all week. He's been practicing his swing. He's been swearing, breaking clubs here in the studio. Buddy, settle down when you're trying to get through the course.
The study says speed matters more than duration.
Our Sports Talk 105.1. I'm Morgan McCarthy. Happy Friday and happy first day of August. Starting off rather cool this with temperatures hovering in the 50s, 40s the further north you go. We're looking at a mostly sunny sky for today, but easy conditions will also continue. Feeling more like fall out there as temperatures top out near only 77. I'm 13 First Alert meteorologist Sarah Lighthizer.
Time for the pro to get everything for the job delivered. Large orders of lumber, doors, windows, paint, plumbing, anything the job needs, all from one partner. Get it today with same-day delivery. Get it tomorrow with next-day delivery on 50,000 plus products. Or get it on your timeline with scheduled delivery on everything from framing to flooring. It's time to get your whole job, all your jobs delivered. Ask about all our new delivery options at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
From the hardwood and the diamond to the gridiron and the course, Dan's got you covered with his trademark blend of sports passion and knowledge. He has the sports info you want and the sports therapy you need. So get your game face on, people.
Go get some bell, huh? Put up and shut up, sir. We gotta get started from the show. Fight big, let's go. Come on, legends, man. Showtime. Welcome to the big league. Let's go!
Because it's the Dan Kasper Show.
All right, final hour kicking off right now from the Lake Cali Golf Course for the 5th annual Kasper Classic. Where did I put my other phone? Oh, it's in my pocket here. So it's going to be a gorgeous day here for the 5th. Yeah, you got to talking without a mic and it's not even playing.
I thought I was mic'd up there for a second. I got to plug in my microphone to talk. Who knew?
Oh, boy. You're a rookie.
Bush League.
You got quite. Well, I got to see that polo that you got underneath too.
What?
The polo, golf shirt, or is that not a polo?
No, it's a golf shirt.
Okay, it's like you gave me a look like you didn't know what a polo was.
Looked like I dressed in the dark this morning.
Do you guys have matching shirts, or are you just
no?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think Justice and I have matching shirts.
We are here at Lake Cali Golf Course for the 5th annual Kasper Classic, as we've got a few teams already out on the course. Right now, our 7:30 tee times. We're about 2 hours away, a little less than 2 hours away from the 10 a.m. tee times. Going to be teeing off, and then, of course, the 1 p.m. time groups. Again, we want to thank Lake Cali for hosting us, Park Ridge Distributing, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor Kelsey Nikolai, Carpet City Flooring Center, VFW Post 305, Myron Construction, Dodge, AJM Automotive, Eau Claire, Economy Furniture, Muldoon's Menswear, Home Oasis Pools and Spas, Master Chippewa Valley, Trillium Spinal Care, The Alchemist Hot Sauce. Also got to give shout outs to Chippewa River Industries for their prize donation, Spectrum Industries for their gaming chair, again, awards and more with the decanter sets. We've got Service Master donating a couple of items as well. Paul, one of our listeners, for the Robbed autograph cards and Paul Molitor card. That's fantastic. Econ Furniture has donated a chair. Luminary Wellness Center has a gift pack over there too. And of course, our good friends Brandon's mom and Rocky for all the prize donations that they gathered and have donated to for the events. What they've done has been awesome and fantastic, and I can't thank those guys enough too. And a big thanks. We've got a backyard donation too from our good friends Mark and Donna too, and VFW Post 305 also donating a prize pack as well. Donna's actually going to be at the putting green coming up here in just a little bit. She's going to be manning the putting contest with the golden hockey stick, so that's going to be coming up here shortly. So speaking of Muldoons, so I have the green jackets on. They're our green jacket partners. And last year we started a new tradition where we award a green jacket for somebody who has been like very helpful for Backyard Dreams, supported it, just, the charity overall, but also the golf tournament and such. And obviously last year we had to go G-Man.
I got you. That had to be the first one.
Yep. I just bought my own because I wanted to have my own. So, but last year we awarded the first one to G-Man, and this year we decided. So this year we got another jacket. We're going to do it again, and it goes to the one and only Mr. Brandon Berg.
Oh, come on now!
Who didn't know he was getting it? So
you don't need to do that.
So Brandon now got his own green jacket.
Complete with the Kasper Classic patch and everything.
Yep. There you go. So Brandon, every year we have done this tournaments, Brandon has probably been, no, not probably, has been the main guy in recruiting teams and getting teams to sign up. I mean, what, 6 teams total this year? You have you make Fridays for me whenever you're in the best day of the week when we do this program. I have a lot of fun doing this with you. Our Festivus shows are some of the highlights.
Oh boy!
Whenever I'm like, Brandon, we're going to be at Hy-Vee or we're going to be doing a show there, you're like, yep, I'm in. You are willing to do the crazy stuff, the fun stuff. I mean, the drafts. Doing a show from there, all that stuff. But when it comes to tournament and that, I mean, for what you do to recruit and help get teams in to sign up, and then bring in your mom and Rocky aboard too with everything. We can't thank you enough for everything you do. So that's why you get the green jacket, buddy. So now you got to wear it while you golf.
Okay. This is a long range thing. Then you're trying to Justice. You got to take on even more of this. Then.
Yep. So there you go.
Well, thank you so much.
You got it.
Yep. Not really sure what to say, but
no, you don't say anything. That's fine.
The big reason I'm always so willing to help with this is I just believe in the cause of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like how you do things. To me, you do like sports radio and just helping out the way things should be done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just kind of your tone, your tenor. Oh boy, the heck was that?
Sounds like a semi.
But the way you kind of handle things, like just even just stuff like this, this is such an endeavor to go to take under, but the amount of time you put into stuff, it's so crazy to me that you're like, oh no, I'm at work at 4:00 every morning. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You're just I just roll in literally an hour before I'm on the air with you. Usually I'm still sleeping. There's so much stuff. I don't think people understand how much you plan behind the scenes with things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it's very impressive for lack of a better word for me. This is just something I'm very, very happy to be a part of.
Well, thank you. Thank you for those kind words. So you deserve it. And I'm going to tell you this too, because you know them. So we actually, we're going to do 2 green jackets today. You're the only one getting it today because our good friend Josh is not here.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Josh. Josh should get it before I do, but he probably would have if he would have been here. He's got obligations.
His is in the car,
Good.
So he will be stopping by
excellent.
today.
Okay, excellent. Yes.
Here.
Okay.
We'll present.
Okay.
With his jacket.
Excellent. That sounds great.
If that's why I wanted to mention that to you. So
okay.
Josh, anybody who knows probably couldn't not do this without.
We couldn't.
Josh.
The amount of stuff like that. Yeah. Fridge is crazy.
I mean, for every golfer, I mean, you're getting a man cave, you're getting skimmers. I mean, the golf bag for the putting contest, the grill. I mean, that's all set up by Josh too. So G-Man was the first. I already knew last year who my next 2 were going to be, and that was you and Josh right away. So that was already planned well in advance. So nobody better. That's a Hall of Fame class between you 3. So that's pretty dope.
I'll be the Jared Allen to a Sterling Sharp.
Nice transition.
There we go.
That's you're not the best color man in the business. That broadcasting school is really paying off. So, by the way, I got my kid to watch Back to the Minors the other day.
What do you think?
All he wanted to know was the Japanese player going to be in there? Tanaka.
Yeah.
He's like, is Tanaka going to be in there? I'm like, yeah, he is.
Tanaka, sure Serrano, and Rube.
Yep.
And obviously
Euchre, but also the bench coach or one of the position coaches, because I recognize him from there. I don't know his name. I don't think he really had any talking parts, but I recognized him from the.
And I've said I've said this about the 3rd Major League movie. It is what it is at that point, but it was always tough for me to buy Carlos Liston being this big badass when he was like 5'6".
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but your partner Justice has texted me. Not you, just me. Well-earned green jacket for Brandon. Not only does what he does for the Classic, but what he has done covering Chippewa Valley sports. From day one, I have seen his passion and joy he covers. for our area athletes. He's also a good friend that you can have. Congrats.
Oh,
Brandon.
you suck up justice.
Yo, you so and so.
I know, but no, thank you for that.
Yeah. So
make sure you're on your game for golf today. That's the best way you can show your appreciation is by carrying my backside today.
On that note, let's take a quick break so you can either put that down. The bag's yours too, so you get the fancy cover bag in there. So, but again, big thanks to our friends at Muldoon's.
Thank you, Muldoon's,
for the green jacket sponsor. So, now that we got you and Josh and G-Man, we might have to do like a champions dinner now that we got like a group of people. Just the four of us for next year. So, all right, quick break. We'll be back. We'll talk some more Brewers baseball as we are in the final hour on this Friday morning. We'll be back after these quick words.
The Dan Kasper Show will be right back.
Buying a home is complex and time sensitive. In fact, most people only do it 3 times. Michael O'Connell here from Friends and Bank and Trust in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I help homebuyers every day and pride myself on building personal relationships and providing timely and accurate service throughout the loan process. Visit or contact our Eau Claire office today and let me use my expertise to help you. Friends and Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 2607586.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. The Milwaukee Brewers have partnered with GovX to offer 50% off select tickets to active duty military, veterans, first responders, government employees, and teachers at Sunday through Thursday games. Courtesy of Vortex. Visit brewers.com/GovX. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by Menswear is having a sports shirt and sports coat sale with savings of 20%. That's right, at Muldoon's Menswear, all sports shirts and sport coats are 20 to 70% off. Save up to 70% on sport coats, long sleeve and short sleeve sports shirts, button down and polo style sports shirts, small to 6X tall, and all 20% off right now. During the sports shirt and sport coat sale, only at Muldoon's Menswear, South 18th.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. It reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Let's go, sure." And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
You probably think your 401k is safe, that it's growing, that it'll be enough for your retirement. But what if it's not? Here's the truth. Your 401k was never designed to make you wealthy. It was created in a corporate boardroom to shift retirement costs and investment risk onto you. Designed to keep your money trapped, exposed to Wall Street crashes, inflation, and uncertainty you can't control. Until now, Americans are taking back control by turning to real assets like gold. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands protect their future by converting part of their retirement savings into physical gold. Talk to Noble Gold today and learn how safe and easy it is to roll your 401k into a tax-advantaged gold IRA without penalties or headaches. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit, including a step-by-step guide to get started. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision. Broadcasting live from the TDS Sports Talk 105.1 studios. It's the Dan Kasper Show.
because he can't golf this year because he had surgery.
All right, we are back. Where's my mic? I gotta pull it back down. We are back here from Lake Alley Golf Course, getting set for the 5th annual Kasper Classic. Richie chiming in. A couple texts here. Richie chiming in. Madison down there. Around there. Wish I could be golf balls today. Have fun. Maybe scheduling it on my wife's birthday weekend.
This is such a great weekend, though.
But here's the thing: the age, nobody gets birthday weekends anymore. Okay, nobody gets birthday weekends.
You know what your wife would love? Golf.
Hey, I mean, you don't get a whole weekend anymore unless you're after the age of like 16, 18. You don't get a birthday. 21.
I say I did.
Yeah.
Well, I did one when I turned 24. That was my golden birthday. It was my last year in college.
Okay.
So we kind of went all out for that. But yeah, I mean, eventually you just stop acknowledging when it's your birthday.
Right. I mean, I worked on my birthday.
I work on my birthday every year.
Right.
Because my birthday is near the end of October, so I'm always covering something.
Yeah, mine was a couple weeks ago. I worked on it. So I think he had ball practice too. So Surveyor chiming in. Congrats, Brandon, as a member of the 105.1 community. I think I can speak for all of us when I say you deserve the green jacket. Your commentary and writing on sports in the community are truly a blessing. So,
well, I appreciate that, Surveyor, but I'm still going to hope that you don't do well golfing.
We need.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We need a scoring updates, by the way, from Team Nate and Surveyor. So. Greg says, have a great time here. I actually kind of like the video, the shot. We got a good shot.
The framing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Like I like the wood background over there too. So this is a good setup. I like this. So, all right. Brewers fans, if you have not chimed of the trade deadline, let us know, or give us your reasons why you're okay that they stand in pat. So hit me up. Hit us up with a quick text or comment on the video stream because both of them are rolling right now. Yeah, I gotta switch that because I hate now when I go to Twitter sometimes. I want my latest tweets.
You want your follow? Yeah, you want the following tab, not the For You tab.
Yeah, it changes back and forth all the time. It's because I popped up with the Jeff Passan breaking news thing on there. I'm like, what happened now? There should be nothing going out there. So, but. Would you say the trade deadline overall lived up to the hype?
Yeah, it was pretty eventful. It was pretty eventful.
Mm-hmm. Even the night before, it kind of seemed really trickling in with obviously the Suarez trade and such. But then, you got to see more there, and then kind of got off to a slow start yesterday. But then it really picked up in midday afternoon sort of thing and such. And what is that? Oh, I thought that was almost like a storm whistle. I have been here at an outing where we had a shelter in place because there was a bad storm and we were in this pavilion. That was something. So, but but that will not happen today because we're going to have some good weather.
We are going to have some beautiful weather.
We are definitely going to have some beautiful weather. So, but if you want, still text us. Excuse me. I got to get my water out of the vehicle. You could text us with your responses or your thoughts on the trading deadline. Again, kind of to sum up everything that we've been saying the first couple hours of the program, and that I'm not too surprised. I'm disappointed for sure that they didn't acquire that power bat and that, but I guess I'm not totally surprised they didn't do anything. Part of me was like, okay, are they going to do the 2018, type of Brewers thing where, all right, be a little bit active and such.
Right.
But
nobody's saying, hey, empty the farm system, trade anyone that's got any value. But it's just like you just could have used something.
Mm-hmm. Stupid question. And this may be just kind of projecting here a little bit. But let's say they were not with the best record, but they were, let's say, a wild card team. Then do they make moves? Do they feel like, hey,
we got to do something?
We got to do something to secure the spot.
Maybe.
Were they too good? Where they're like, hey, we're good enough already for this.
Maybe.
Maybe
just gave them the opportunity to give themselves the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm. That crossed my mind a little bit, and I hate to think that way, but it's like, were they too good? Did they rack up too many wins?
Why didn't you lose a couple more games, losers?
Right? Why did you have to sweep the Dodgers? That sort of thing. It's like, no, they didn't make a move and anything like that. I personally, I hope that's not the case.
Right.
I hope that's not how they operated, but bless you.
I know. Thank you. But you would think that would have kind of empowered them to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Right. But apparently it didn't. So, but here we are. This is the team we're rolling with because, again, it was a reminder, as I was telling my kid last night, there used to be a second trade deadline, but that's not anymore.
Yeah, there used to be the waiver deadline.
Yep.
Which is good. I mean, that was more confusing then. Mm-hmm. And that's why, honestly, you would see fewer trades at the trade deadline, because then you would get to it was at the end of August where that's when, like, the Brewers, I think in 2018, pick up Gio Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where then you had more teams that could definitively say whether they were in and they were out. Mm-hmm. And the issue was, like, the rules were different there. Like, you could trade people, but you had to expose them to waivers, and they had to clear waivers. But if someone tried to claim them, you could pull them back. Like, it was confusing. Like, it's better this way. But you kind of wonder if, like, now that there's just the one, like, do you bump it back a couple weeks?
Right.
Like, do you put it like the middle of August? So then, you kind of have maybe a little bit more definitive, buyers and sellers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. Kind
of like the NFL did a little bit. And we've seen, obviously, NFL is not as active as Major League Baseball is at that, but we've seen the last few years a little bit more action at the trade deadline once they move that back. Because at one point, it wasn't like week 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You never, teams never really fully knew. And the trade deadline basically didn't matter.
And, the NBA is always around the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Kind of, around there a little bit. So, and it does. But so this is the team we're rolling with for the Brewers. The biggest question now is it good enough? Yeah. I mean, for all the way up to August 1st, it has been. But is it good enough to finish the final 2 months?
Right.
That's the question we don't know.
And at this point, what
the answer we don't
what
know.
Are your expectations at this point, these final 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you.
What
are your expectations?
I mean, my expectations, it might be a little harsh, but I'm like, okay, you don't make a move like this, then you better finish this thing off strong and still in first place.
Right. You better win the division. I want, division and like a top 2 seed.
Mm-hmm. Because obviously you think you're good enough right now with your current team, regardless if it was too expensive to make any trades or acquisitions. You obviously feel like it's good enough. So prove it. Prove all of us fans.
I would be so happy to be wrong. If we're 2 months from now and the playoffs are starting and the Brewers are a 1 or a 2 seed and they got to buy and they closed out the Central, yada yada, I will stand and even more so, like, if they win that for their first series or whatever and they're still playing deep in the playoffs, I will say, hey, guess what? I was wrong. I'm happy to say when I'm wrong,
but is getting to the playoffs good enough anymore when it comes to the Brewers?
That's why I said I had to kind of put that that qualifier in there, like, and you got to win in the playoffs too. Like, I think that's the frustrating thing is that you go back these last several years, like, the reason the Brewers have lost the playoffs has been the offense. Like, the stat I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, but it was like the second game of the wild card series last year against the Mets. I forget, they scored like 5 runs, whatever it was. It was the first time since 2018 Game 6 of the NLCS that they had scored more than 4 runs in a playoff game. Offense has been such an issue for a long time with them in the playoffs that's why it's so frustrating, because this is not a this year thing. This is not a last couple years thing. This has been an issue going all the way back to 2018. Like, it's just something that always seems to pop its head up. And at some point, it's like, well, what's the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over. Are they trying to do the same thing over and over?
Right. Yeah, and I guess that's my expectation, whether it's too harsh or not. But I mean, you gotta.
That's just getting there is not good enough.
No,
this isn't 2008 where we were celebrating because they made the playoffs.
Right. Tell you what, let's take a quick break because we got to do AJM Automotive, Pump the Brakes, Full Throttle, and Cream of the Crop and such. And I know we got some golfers coming up here, so we're gonna get things settled. And
That's just my fun.
you win a green jacket and you just start throwing stuff all over the darn place. So, final call for any text for cream of the crop or your bottom of the barrel. And if you have any good pump the brakes or full throttle. So, hit us up with those texts again, 715-831-912 on that Shoe Doctors bullpen line. Quick break. We'll be back after these few words.
You're listening to the Dan Kasper Show.
For over 50 years, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been Western Wisconsin's trusted leader in orthopedic care. Whether you're facing bone and joint pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, their expert team is dedicated to helping you live pain-free. Now with their new state-of-the-art facility in Rice Lake, you can enjoy clinic visits, advanced imaging, and personalized physical therapy all under one roof. Visit cvosm.com to get back to doing what you love pain-free. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where high-quality care meets hometown commitment. Are you looking for a quick, affordable meal? Well, then head to Hy-Vee in Eau Claire. Whether you're in the mood for a delicious grab-and-go option or something to make at home, Hy-Vee in Eau Claire has you covered with fresh meals at great prices. Plus, with their Hy-Vee Perks program, you'll save money at the gas pump every time you shop. It's a smart way to get more out of your day and your dollar. So whether you're looking to load up on groceries or to grab a quick meal, Hy-Vee in Eau Claire has you covered. Stop in today and start saving.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit nationalguard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association at this station.
Come see the Eau Claire Express. This season at Carson Park, watch the Express take the field in their new uniforms and logos, and see the all-new WNB Financial video board in the outfield. You can buy your general admission and grandstand tickets, check out the 2025 Eau Claire Express schedule, and see all the summer team promotions at eauclairexpress.com. And get more info at the Eau Claire Express Facebook page. Enjoy summer baseball with the Eau Claire Express.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, set up as easy, no technician needed, which is to that whole keeping it simple. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under the license unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speed lower than other customers and further reduction of using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing at $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 for line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You probably think your 401k is safe, that it's growing, that it'll be enough for your retirement. But what if it's not? Here's the truth. Your 401k was never designed to make you wealthy. It was created in a corporate boardroom to shift retirement costs and investment risk onto you. Designed to keep your money trapped, exposed to Wall Street crashes, inflation, and uncertainty you can't control. Until now, Americans are taking back control by turning to real assets like gold. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands protect their future by converting part of their retirement savings into physical gold. Talk to Noble Gold today and learn how safe and easy it is to roll your 401k into a tax-advantaged gold IRA without penalties or headaches. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com. Get your free wealth protection kit, including a step-by-step guide to get started. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale. where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. That's the sound of James adding long-lasting gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5.
Listen to Sports Talk 105.1 anywhere, anytime. Just download the Sports Talk 105.1 app and speakers and never miss your favorite sports programming.
All right, we are back here at Lake Kelly Golf Course for the 5th Annual Classic coming to you. It's actually officially underway now because we got some teams who are already out on the course. So I have not heard from Surveyor yet.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe a little troubles in the
trouble in paradise.
Trouble on the course right now. Who knows? But we'll see if we get an update a little bit over there. What? Oh, the title belts. Yeah. Are you ready?
Seabom was looking at these.
Yeah. We'll share. Are you ready? Because you're my partner.
I'm ready, El Capitano. I'm ready to see how strong your back is.
Oh,
you're going to be carrying this big old belly.
I know you're ripping through that polo there, but I'm really hoping you've got the mid-range game down.
Mid-range, I'm good. Okay. If I have to reach back and give her Happy Gilmore style,
yeah,
we're taking a right-hand turn. Whatever's in the right, that's where we'll be playing.
Have you heard anything from Nate and Surveyor's team? Because last I heard they were 1 under through 2.
Oh, good gravy.
I question that a little bit.
Yeah. We don't have any like mulligan strings or any goofy things here, do we?
Nope.
Yeah, and there's no way they're 1 under.
I'm refreshing it because there was a text and it wasn't coming through. So we'll see if that's actually Surveyor or not. But no, of course, looks like it's in really good shape. You were out there, dude. Right?
I was. Freshly mowed fairways, freshly mowed on the rough. The course looks great. The weather is beautiful. You couldn't have had a better day.
Yeah. This is last year how hot it was, and you played 18.
I did.
He's my friend. Thanks for coming by, dude. Blue area is a little bit about.
Yep. So it's worth like $100. There's a $75 gift card for down in chiropractic down on Barstow Street downtown, and there's a Yeti drink, some coffee in there to grab the hydration. Nice gift pack company down there on Barstow Street. But do I got time to tell a little story about
You
this?
absolutely do.
Yeah, I want to give some kudos to you, and I want to tell you, all for kids, right?
Yep.
You know, backyard kids. With this project.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So last year, Backyard's Dream gave some money to a local youth player that tried out for a team up in Minnesota and made the Minnesota Blizzard is the name of the team. So this kid, Backyard's Dream, got a chance to try out and make this program, right? So for Minnesota Blizzard, Alex Call from River Falls, Wisconsin, was just so roundabout. You helped it to be, where he gets a chance to play more baseball,
Wow.
and that baseball they get seen, and someday you never know what could happen.
That's really cool.
Kind of a
That
cool
is
story.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is great. Come on down, even if you're not golfing, and put some money. There's a lot of cool raffle prizes down here. This is great. I'm going to blow some money.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the Robin Yount autograph cards. If you're an old school Brewer fan, some Favre autographed cards. We've got the Meyer.
We're not going to go with the Favre card with all the other with the wrong color, but there's another good Favre card. So the good Favre card, I'll be putting some tickets in on that one.
There you go. We got the Meyer and Construction Packers, our good friends Andrew and Bloomer Tony over there putting that together. The Packers gift bag down there at the end.
A lot of booze too.
Yeah, there is. We've got the Chippewa River Industries cooler full of stuff in there. That's big thanks to Dave and his staff for donating that. We've got Clay from Service Master. He's got the package with like the Nerf football. We might have to bust that out a little bit later on to, go back to the old school days of Nerf football.
Oh, you should have a punt, pass, and kick competition with that thing. We should have been thinking.
We should have been.
That's a great idea for just us and Jen.
Yeah. Adult version. Yeah. We might have to do that.
I'm game.
Ideas are spinning right now, man. So
I like the Happy Gilmore pin thing you got going on here. That's
Yep.
amazing.
Yep. Donna's over there from VW Post 305, helping out and dedicating her time. Our good friends, VFW. So
Great food there.
It is.
I love going there for lunch, breakfast. Oh, it's amazing.
You talk about people who do a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool events. Donna and her staff over there. I mean, it's almost every weekend they've got something really awesome going on, whether it's benefits or I know they got their midsummer party. Donna's going to be in the dunk tank on August 17th.
Ooh.
So I don't know how many balls her husband Mark's going to buy to try to dunk her into the dunk tank, but
he won't. He'll just go up and hit it. Guaranteed. She's already jumped on him from not bringing her a bloody. So.
So that's going to be August 17th, VFW Post 305. So come by and see Donna. You get 3 putts with the golden hockey stick. It's the Happy Gilmore putting contest. So get on over there and try that. And you're going to be entered to win a really cool leather golf bag, Michelob Ultra golf bag from our friends Park Ridge Distributing. So got that and a boatload of other stuff. Economy Furniture. It's got the Aaron Dock chair, Spectrum Industries. Brandon's mom and Rocky with all the different stuff they donated, all those rounds of golf, the Country Jam tickets, the Leonard Skinner whiskey. I mean,
there's cool Super Bowl Packers tickets
Bowl ticket plaque. Yep,
that's awesome.
Yep, exactly. So kind of something for everybody, I would say. So, but I don't know about Nick though. He's giving me a weird
Park Ridge
right
Distribution. Mr. Blake over here. He's got some.
You guys got any good beat up softball stories from back in the day? I think
none that can be told on air.
Yeah, because I think our friend Hetch might be listening too. Anything on Hetch that you could say that's appropriate?
Fat Jesus. Hey, I'll tell you what, I've got photos of Mr. Hetcher when he had the beard and a little Carlo shirt. For those, I'm dating myself here with the hangover, but he's our fat Jesus. Can I say that on air? Is that good? Okay.
That's awesome. Oh, that is awesome. So, that's when I miss like the camaraderie part of all that stuff. So,
hey, well, I'll give this back to Brandon. No one wants to hear me. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to it, and warmed up the foot wedge for a while over there. I didn't hit anybody with my slices or hooks, so things are good.
Mark was worried. Did he tell you?
Oh, he did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He was worried. So. All right.
Have a great day. This is an awesome event. Come on down, even if you're not golfing. You'll have a great time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thanks, buddy. All right. Let's do a really quick cream of the crop. What do you got?
I'm going to go you for this event because this thing just keeps getting bigger. Like, I think of the first year, and, we had a good start there year one, but, like, it's awesome that this, like, it's tough to continue to top yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just tough. Like, but you've done it every year. Everyone helping out with the prizes, the people that are coming here to, volunteer their time just to help. Like, we sold out the morning and the afternoon session like a couple of years in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a big darn deal. And you heard from C-Bomb like how this helps.
Yeah.
Like, this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is cool. So, and this is. I'm not gonna lie. This is something I look forward to every year. I know my friends do too. Like, and we've, as you said, I've got 6 groups here. Like, we're already thinking for like next year. I'm like, I think we could get another 3. Like, just trying to think it. We were actually, I think it was Rocky and I were brainstorming. Like, I bet you we could get more because we've got a couple that aren't here this year that could back. So like we want to keep it like this is just so much fun.
Right. Right.
So you, sir,
no,
and this
no.
event and everyone that that's putting on helping to put this on. Thank you very much, Lake Hallie, for having us. This is awesome.
Well, my cream of the crop is again like everybody who's helping out. You, we got Michelle and Terry helping out. We've got Murph and his friend Dan helping out. We've got Donna helping out. C-Bomb and Nick earlier this morning helping out.
Wish
So,
Murph a happy belated birthday.
Yep. So
38. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. So we'll leave it. Surveyor's texting in, but he still won't tell us what his score is right now. So I think there's. No, it's that. They make it up.
They're trying to coordinate their story. Okay, what do we get here?
Yeah. Oh man! All right, bottom of the barrel. You go with your Brewers?
No, like that's harsh. Like I don't know. Can I just in general give a bottom of the barrel to the Twins ownership?
Yeah.
Because I brought it up earlier. Because look at where you were like 20 months ago. They finally break that long. Get around the Blue Jays. It kind of feels like okay, this team is here. Like, they're we Brewers fans are frustrated that the TV ownership doesn't invest more financially than they could for players. It's arguably worse with the Twins because it's a bigger market.
Right.
So, the good news for Twins, it does sound like they're moving to sell. So maybe hopefully they get someone in there that sells because that's a good fan base. It's a great stadium. Obviously, you saw it a little bit earlier this year. Like they deserve better than that, and hopefully they get that.
Right. Nope. I agree. My bottom of the barrel was I was just going to make it easy because we're kind of running out on time here a little bit. I was just going to say the lack of moves by the Brewers at the trade deadline. So let's do the AJM Automotive Pump the Brakes or Full Throttle. Do the one with John.
John from across the pond. We brought him up earlier here. John. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
John says, pump the brakes, full throttle. The Lions should be nervous after last night's performance. I know it's only preseason, but they didn't look good.
I'm going to pump the brakes, but I still think the Lions need to be nervous because there was a brain drain there with both their coordinators leaving. And more so, I think that the loss for them of just the changes in the offensive line, but specifically the Frank Ragnow retirement. I have the best centers in the league. And suddenly, when so much of what you do around having a badass offensive line, you might not have it anymore. It's tough to be that team that can just throw Gibbs and Montgomery out just to bludgeon you when you're not getting the big holes developed. So I'm very curious to see how that works, and especially with the quarterback and Jared Goff, who is a very good executor, gets the ball where he needs to go. But he's not a guy that works off script. It could be a different story. I'm kind of curious. I mean, let's put it this way. If the Lions win 12 games or whatever, Dan Campbell's probably got to be your coach of the year. For what they've lost this past year. If he can kind of get that group to maintain a certain level, he's your coach of the year. I don't care what anybody else does, just because of what they've lost.
Right. Is your mom, Brandon, causing trouble?
No, never.
Well, you're not golfing, are you? So yeah, they'll put you on the other one there. So there you go.
You don't want to see her golf.
So
you
pump the brakes on preseason Hall of Fame game. I'm pumping that.
At least they get to play on the field.
That's true.
There is a history of not being able to play the game.
Pumping the brakes on, just basing it off that. I still think the Lions, though, should be a little concerned for what you said, but also the coaching staff. I think there's going to be an adjustment period going on for the first few. How do I want to say this? First few weeks, sort of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, but. I'm just trying to see what C-Bomb. I'm getting. C-Bomb's causing the girls a lot of headaches over there, so that's what he's doing. So, no, that's kind of where I'm at. So, pump brakes, full throttle. What's this? Oh, pump the brakes, full throttle. the Brewers will still finish the season with the best record in Major League Baseball.
I'll pump the brakes on
You hater.
I am. I still think they're in a decent shape to win the division, to make the playoffs, but it's tough for me right now when you've seen other teams do a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Again, as we said earlier, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I have a harder time seeing that.
Yeah, I'm going to pump. I don't know. I think on this one and just kind of be I'm wrong. I think you're kind of the same thing. I hope we're
whether him or me. You know what? I'm gonna full throttle that.
Ooh.
There we go. Ambitious here. I like what he's doing, even in that. But I think even a long time after that. But I found something. Like his story is very interesting because hear what different teams have wanted him to do. I've been the best, not just successful, but also like working with them.
Right. So, I'm going to full throttle that too. I'm going to full throttle that too. It's lined up really well for Quinn Priest. Not to say anything bad about Freddie Peralta. It's just I think he also had 2,000 of the piggyback starts that kind of helps out a little bit that way, right? You know what I mean? Kind of sort of. We'll see, but pump the brakes, full throttle. Christian Yelich will hit 30 runs at the end of the regular season. He's at 20.
I'm going to say pump the brakes, but he might get pretty close. I mean, I remember this because at the start of the year, we did the over-unders. We set the line at 19.5, and I think we both said under.
You're right. You're right.
He's already over that, which is good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm going to say under still for 30, but I'm going to say he gets pretty close. I'm going to say like 27, 28, which is still the year he was going to do that. I would have been pleased with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's math.
I'm full throttling. I'm going to go, yeah, he hits 30, dude. I'm going to roll with it. Right at 30. Right at the
round number.
If you think about that then too, that, you know, he finishes off with 30, that's pretty darn good.
That's a good year.
That
like even those peak MVP years is what, 40?
Yeah.
So no, that's
Yep. So pump the brakes, full throttle, because we don't have another break. So we gotta finish this thing strong here. Then we'll get to a couple more, then we'll do some picks here to wrap up things. So pump the brakes, full throttle. The winning score for today's golf outing is going to be under par.
Oh, full throttle. I think it's 1 under.
Well, Surveyor says he's 1 under right now. Yeah. that the reaction that you just had was perfect.
But no, I'll say it's 1 under.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to say full throttle. I think it'll be par. I'll go 2 under.
Ooh.
I'm going to go 2
Someone
under.
out there is take care of business.
That's so. Right. Should we? That's your pump the brakes, full throttle by AJ, as we only have about 8 minutes left. So we'll do some baseball series picks here if my computer actually wants to load up. With your phone. I could talk about being.
I got you, dog.
Mine's not loaded up there. I had it, but
gotcha.
All right.
Normal.
So
all right. So starting out here, Atlanta,
Cincinnati.
You feel like I'm always more rosy on Atlanta than most, but no.
It sucks about Ronald Acuna Jr. now with the
does.
Achilles thing. It's like
Or at the Cubs.
Cubs,
same. Kansas City at Toronto. Houston, Boston.
I'm gonna go Houston.
Twins. Guard. Left for the Twins.
Yeah, that.
I need to find out, like, some they're like transaction, like, oh, this person was, sent, was brought up AAA. Like, I want to see that for the Twins because it's just going to be full page of, hey, these guys are here now. So Twins guards.
I'm gonna go Guardian. Literally, who is left for the Twins?
I'm gonna go Twins.
Yeah.
They're
I like in that mindset. I do.
Match of the 2003 World Yankees, Fish, Marlins, Yankees, yeah. And the Mets. Dodgers, Rays. I go Dodgers. Rays had injuries yesterday, where you had like Yandy Diaz and Miranda getting pulled from a game, and people thought getting traded. But ooh, the I'm going Colorado. They've been playing better lately.
Sorry,
White Sox. Did Valley ever get dealt?
I don't think so.
Oh. All right.
They think they're going to.
St. Louis. Padres, yeah. Fathers. No team associated athletics.
Or no. Yeah, athletics. I'll go athletics. Why not?
I'll go Arizona.
Yeah. Okay.
And then yeah. And then
battle for that final water spot.
Last but not least, Rangers have been playing better lately. Last but not least, Brewers. Nats.
Nervous though.
I'm gonna go Nats. I'm gonna go 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm nervous though. So, but all right. So that's it for our picks. That's it for our picks. So, all right, there we got it. We only got a few minutes left here to wrap it up here. How do you think your team's how do you think your group's gonna go?
That's a good question.
How much are you relying on Justice Cleveland to be your dude, to be your guy?
For everything that's not 100 yards and in, like I said, that's what I bring to the table: chipping, putting.
Mm-hmm.
So Justice,
you're putting the pressure on him, dude.
I don't know if he's always better than me. So is that really pressure if he's just always better than me?
I don't know. Maybe.
Most TV people are used to pressure.
I really don't have any expectations. I would love to win one of these big title belts, but I'm going to keep my expectations kind of low.
I will put this out there, though.
I have the worst mental game ever. So
I would put, if we somehow found a way to win this, you'd never hear the end of
it.
Oh,
I realize that.
I would demand that every Friday that I'm in, you refer to me as Kasper 2025 Kasper Classic Champion Berg.
Ooh. I don't know if I could do that.
I refer to myself as that then.
Ah, man.
Rock. Dion.
Rock had quick wrestling promotion and stuff like that.
Like talking? Rock's got to be up there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ric Flair. I mean, obviously Hogan.
Because you think Hogan was?
I mean, in his own way.
Okay.
Like, it just depends. Like if you're just like trash talking, like.
So why would some people not like the wrestler?
I would say basic with what he does.
It is okay.
Kind of like it's it kind of, I don't say predictable because it would be a little bit different than someone like a Shawn Michaels where every match kind of is different.
Got it.
Versus, well, this is just kind of you kind of have the Hogan match where it's all essentially the same, but that that's not always a bad thing. You just know, like, okay, at some point, that whoever the bad guy is going to be beating him up, but then he's going to make the comeback and he's going to hit the big boot and drop the leg drop and win.
Yep.
It's just different.
Plain T setting the bar low. Plain T and Bloomer Tony 6 over par, 4-1 swing.
Hey,
I think that's for their team though.
Oh, okay.
I think that's for
still I might have a shot.
I think they'll do better than that. They're a couple of good athletic peeps and such. So, but yeah, minute left here. So Any last final thoughts before we get on the course?
Keep the ball in the fairway.
Fairways and greens. What does Tin Cup say to Dave? Fairways and greens. Something.
If you know what I mean.
When I walk. But have you seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet? By the way,
I have not actually.
Okay. I liked it. Fun movie.
You just have. I think like a lot of things, you just have to go with the expectation. Like
I don't know if I was fully on board with the whole why they did the rival league, but that was a little overdone. But overall, it was good.
Yeah,
a lot
like
of good cameos.
You just have to go,
it was a fun.
And that I think that was the idea. It's just like a heavy cameo movie.
Yep.
Which is fine. You just go if you go in there like not thinking like, oh, it's gonna be better than the original. No, just go in there with an open mind, have fun, see what happens.
Yep. Really quick, C-Bomb surveyor said a few minutes ago they are 1 under. Final thoughts, 10 seconds.
Lies. Lies and slander.
Full-face lies.
They won't answer how many holes they're through though, so that's the weird thing. So all right, that's the shot clock. We're gonna pack up and get ready to hit the course here. Big thanks again to everybody. We'll tell you on Monday morning who comes away with the winning.
Maybe the champion will be there.
Maybe. We'll see. Have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. Talk to you Monday.
You're listening to the Dan Patrick Show on WAYY Eau Claire, W286CK Eau Claire, Sports Talk 105.1.